Kart! Hey!
Alright, we're here. What up, Cassie? Congrats on the 60 stream streak. Sorry, I wanted to start the stream, and then I immediately ran downstairs to grab something to drink. How's it going? Let's just jump into it here. That's an interesting start. Grand Prix, back to 150cc. We have the booster courses left to do. We'll just be actual Metal Mario. And we got the Blue Falcon with the leaf tires. I still don't think I have the Hylian. Yeah, I don't. Do I have the Happy Clouds? I still don't. I have the paper glider though. I know that. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I am so sorry that there was no stream yesterday. Everything that happened. Is that the best way to put it? I have no idea how to really put it. So let's go over the travesty of yesterday. I tried my best to wake up at a good time for also, hold on wait a second. There we go. Okay. Had to move the mic a little bit. I tried my best to, like, make sure that that I was awake for the stream with Lottie. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stream with Lottie, and then, like, I got all that set up. I have all the information I need for the DLC. I'm so set. We should be fine. And then I wasn't fine. I could not tell y'all why I was so sleepy. And it's to the point where I actually slept. What? I think I slept for 8 to 9 hours. And then, after sleeping for 8 to 9 hours, I was like, oh, I can at least still wake up. And then I saw that was a blue shell. Why did I... Whatever. No, I was like, oh, I'll wake up and I'll at a good time, and then we'll stream with Lottie, and things will be fine. And for some reason, my body was like, nope, you're not waking up. So after apologizing to Lottie for an obscene amount of time, I found myself going back to sleep. This is bad. Wow. No way that Birdo got a freaking mushroom. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit more difficult. Good way to start, isn't it? I don't know, this doesn't feel like a good cart, so we'll see. I did also just get, like, blue shelled to green shelled. Like, that was bad. Anyway, so yeah, I just slept. Like, I was trying to, like, be like, yeah, what up, Derpy? Yeah, no, I tried to sleep. I tried to get some rest. It didn't work. Like, I think I slept for maybe, like, 13 hours yesterday. Total, maybe 14. And I even, like, to put it to perspective how bad it was, I woke up 10 minutes before going to work yesterday. Like, I got to work and my boss was like, you okay? Like, you look exhausted. I'm like, dude, I just woke up 10 minutes ago. And I slept for easily, like, 14 hours, 13 hours. Like, I don't know what to tell you, sir. And then I was going to stream in the night. You must have needed the sleep, though. See, I would like to believe that, War. Also, hi, War. Hope everything's going well after that. The internet issues. I think it's stress, personally. I don't know, like, what's been super stressful lately, other than maybe... No, Because, like, after getting paid, it was, like, a huge sigh of relief. No, I know there's a part of me that's, like, stressed. I just don't know why. I'm trying to just say everything's okay. Please don't get me, Red Shell. That's rude. Dude, Inkling Boy not having a good race. They are in so far dead last. It's crazy. Yeah, I would hope that I maybe needed to sleep. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was just exhausted. And then when I got to work, like, work was fine. And then, Sparks, I don't know, I was talking to Sparks. Sparks was seeming to have a rough day. So I was like, I'm going to show you New Zealand Taskmaster, and then you're going to watch the rest of it. And they're like, okay. And they were cracking up throughout all of it. So Derpy, if you end up watching New Zealand Taskmaster, invite Sparks, because Sparks will find it hilarious. Sparks was losing their goddamn mind. But I realized that, like, even after, like, watching Taskmaster, I just was still really tired. And I already knew that I had to be up at a really early time today. So, because there's the whole, like, have to move car sort of thing. To which, I don't know why, but, like, one of my brothers decided to be such an asshole. Be like, you better make sure you move the cars. You fucked up. And I'm like, okay, I didn't fuck up. But, like, I'm gonna do it anyway, so. I don't know, I, like, woke up early. I woke up at a good time today, though. Like, I don't feel as tired. So that's good. I also, this is huge news. I have done grocery shopping with that paycheck. So I know I'm like, oh, I need to save as much as I can. But I, like, with all of the issues that this house has with me, I'm like, you know what? I need to, like, just get my own groceries, get my own food. Because if they're gonna throw such a fit about, like, me eating specific food around here, then I'm just gonna make sure, like, I have my own that I want to eat. So get this, I bought soda, you know, the cardinal sin in this household. I bought soda. And then there's a whole bunch of stuff that was on clearance that was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy all of this shit. So, somebody's ringing the doorbell downstairs, and I don't care. But yeah, no, like, things are finally going back into the swing of things, so I have groceries that are gonna last me, probably like 3 weeks or so, I would say. So I'm feeling pretty good. I am legitimately feeling pretty good about this. But like I think the only thing that like really like I struggled with last night is just, wow, you were right next to me. Okay. You also had a mushroom. All right, King Boo. Please no. I missed both boxes because of that. Alright, we should be okay. But no, there's so much stuff like on my brain and like so much like cool things happening. The Nikkei and Persona collab finally got the full confirmation. Surprisingly, this sucks. That was crazy. So surprisingly, the leak was true, which is insane. Because I don't know why. Okay, yeah. So I guess here's the thing. Sorry, let's talk about the Persona Nikkei collab real quick. So it's, I guess, yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. It's, I guess, from Persona 3, Yukiko from Persona 4, which, like, interesting choice. And then, dude, this is bad. I need something. I need a miracle. I have the miracle. Just go. Just go. Just go as fast as you can. There's chaos happening behind you. Run! I would have been shocked if it was anything else. So here's my thought process, okay? She's one of the more iconic, but like she's not exactly a fan favorite, which is what I was like kind of thinking they were gonna go with. Yeah. Like it didn't even occur to me that they would go for most recognizable, right? I don't know why it didn't go through my brain, because I was like, oh, it's just gonna be all the robots, including the robot that is in a spin-off game. So like, listen, I was being a little bit dumb and I get that. I guess being an SR is just wild. Like P3 fans are going to be upset. So, Yukiko, like the thing is, as much as I would say, dude, why is King Boo so fast? Okay. Yukiko is the most iconic, probably, but like, Naoto has a gun. But I guess the reason why they probably didn't want to go with Naoto is due to the, that twist for Naoto. So maybe that's why. And then Makoto from Persona 5, like that just makes sense. I think she's just probably the most popular. I know Crow is going to roll as much as possible for her, so that'll be cool. There's a blue shell. See the blue shell? I was thinking that they would go with On, though, more so, but, like, Makoto makes sense. They essentially brought the 3 smartest characters, I think, other than Naoto, to the game, and you know what? I'm here for it. So. The other thing to talk about, by the way, is someone who's yet to play P5. That's fair. The other thing to talk about, just things that are happening, is what this conversation is John Stone released a new video finally for their 100% or like all shinies before every rank video that I think I'm like 45 minutes in, and I'm a bit confused. Hold on, let's pick the carts according to the randomizer. Also, by the way, that I don't know why that was so painful to play. Like, I legitimately have no idea why that was so difficult to win as Metal Mario. I don't play as Metal Mario at all, but like that was weird. But the only other choice I would expected. Fair play. Okay, so John Stone video, it was getting every shiny before a rank up in Legend ZA, which, crazy challenge, right? I already have like a few questions, but this is mostly as somebody who like I'm of the mindset that that John Stone's like kind of the only person who makes like really good shiny videos. Just because like the challenge, not only does he have the time to do all the challenge stuff, but like he also puts in like a lot of thought and effort into the ideas, right? That being said, I hope that this gets explained later, but I'm really confused about how the whole video, like, how do I put this? So the goal is to get every shiny before each rank. So he was like, before he was doing the rank Z fight with Zeke, I think his name is, if I recall correctly. He... This is unfortunate. Before he did the fight with Zeke, he had to catch like Bunnelby and Fletchling and Pidgey, and like that makes sense to me. But he also had to catch an Abra, which is on the rooftop. Okay, still makes sense. But he also had to only catch one Abra? Like, I need to watch more just to understand it. It came out and like I only had like I had it on double speed, so I think I only got through like 45 minutes of it. But I am confused because I thought he was treating it like a Professor Oak challenge. For those who don't know, in terms of Pokemon, that's like catching every Pokemon and like getting the full like evolution line. And Johnson's known for doing like the shiny version of it, so you have to catch every version of every shiny Pokemon before you like move on to the next gym leader, which in ZA it's the next rank. So I would think, what a Blessy. So I think he would do like, you know, he would catch an Abra, but then he would also catch two more for like Kadabra and Alakazam, right? But he only caught one and was like, cool, we caught one, let's move on. It's like, huh? What? Okay. So I'm a little confused. I also, like, and once again, this is the first, like, 45 minutes to an hour, so, like, take it with a grain of salt. It could, like, things could definitely be different the longer you go into the video. So, like, I'm not 100% sure, like, how it all works, or what his whole, like, end game was, and how he did things. I have a few concerns with the challenge. One, is he going to be getting every color of Flabebe? Two, is he gonna get every trim of Furfuro? Which, okay, the trims, like, I guess, like, don't necessarily matter, so, like, I get that. The different colors of Flabebe, though, I feel like that's important. But then three, is there, because a lot of the times when he makes his videos, there is new, whatever it's called, there's new information that comes out regarding shiny hunting. And even though I've already shiny hunted everything in ZA and I've done my Insane Alpha challenge that need to finish the second half of that script, I know I'm really behind on scripts, even if the idea is that there might not be videos like that out for a while. I'm still making the scripts so that way they can be done whenever they get done. But like, I don't know, there's like a part of me that's like, what is he classifying as? Dude, Dry Bowser just got destroyed 3 times by the same car. But he just committed 3 rear endings back to back to back. What just happened? And freaking turd, homie, true, right? No, so I would say like he forgot, but he spent 100 hours getting just that first Abra. And I'm sure somebody in his chat would have been like, oh, aren't you doing this as a Professor Oak? Like, don't you need to catch 2 more of these? Like, I'm sure somebody would have told him. So maybe, like, I'm wondering if, like, maybe I just misunderstood the challenge and it's just, like, the first iteration of each Pokemon? Because he's already caught, like, by that point in the video, he caught, like, 10 shiny Fletchlings, but none of them are evolved. So I'm kind of just like, what is the end goal here? Did I just get hit with the red shell on the side? Wasn't paying attention, I'm gonna be honest. I just kind of like zoned out briefly. Nana peeled? Oh, okay. I was looking at chat because I was trying to catch up. So that makes sense. Thank you. Because it took so long? But that's the thing, is the entire point of the challenge was he was supposed to get every Pokemon before the next rank. So like, he was also somehow going to get Pichu without a glide, or without being able to access like that rear area, I think. So like, I don't know how he was going to do that. He couldn't do the Mareep Shiny Lock quest. So like, I don't know, there's a few questions, but once again, he's still at that point in the part of the video I'm watching, so it might get explained here and I might have just missed it. So I'm sure I'll have more to say during Pocopia tonight, because I do intend to watch more of the video during my break today and before I stream Pocopia tonight. I will say, after watching that video though, I don't know if Johnstone has any interest in Pal World. I feel like he would be somebody who would do well in like the All Lucky Challenge, right? That I was doing in Pal World. Like I'm sure he would be the one to see. That's the other thing though, is like I know because like that's his main income, right? Is streaming and those videos. Like he absolutely is going to like be able, if he were to do the Pal World one, he would have every like he would have more than enough time to do like the Mao Christ hunt and like the Mao hunts and everything. I am missing something here. What am I missing? Is there something I'm missing? Because like Pauline's just right there. Okay, we both fell off, so that's funny. Is there something about this track I'm missing? Maybe it is just going up here is the right way. Jesus. I just dodged that red shell by boinking. Ooh, okay. Toad was right there too. It was crazy. I don't know. There's just, I have like questions, so. Yeah, no, if he were to do the Pal World and like the Mount Christ and all that sort of stuff, I'm sure it'd be fun. When did this video release? Like earlier this morning, I think. But apparently this has been worked on since ZA came out. Finally, we get the Hylian Kite Sneaker and Cyber Slick. Sneaker? Cyber Slick. And then the flower. Yeah, like I said, I haven't finished it yet, so we'll see. Once again, I know this guy's got like more than enough time, and with his other Shiny Challenge videos, like he just goes into with like a positive mindset and just does all of it. My concern though, right, and this is because maybe it's just because it's the only shiny game or Pokemon game I've really like decided to fully shiny hunt in, other than like Arceus, because why not? Like it feels weird, maybe, I don't know. Which, well, that's the thing is, and this is what I'm thinking, right? Is I think what I think the challenge originally is. This is what I'm thinking is actually going on. Yeah, I think there's something that could be cleared up in the video, but my thought process, right, and this is just my prediction, because like I said, I'm not gonna be like, oh, rah, 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 I'm like grumpy and stuff about it, because like keep in mind, I haven't seen the whole video, so like things could definitely get explained. It's just like first impression, you know, a little worrisome. I would say that maybe this is like a altered rule set than a Professor Oak challenge, and then his streams now of ZA are doing the full Professor Oak challenge. Either that, or maybe he's now like, maybe it's just the base game and now he's just doing the DLC. Like, hard to say. So, once again, can't... Dude, I'm trying to drift. Daisy's right there. Oh my god! I'm like, Daisy's right there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. If I've learned anything from like my goals for wanting to do like those 100% videos, I've really learned I am a hard ass with like what my takes on doing like the 100% like ideology, you know? Because like I've been working on like the scripts and everything, and I know there's more that I need to do. I'm like, oh, you know what? For like 100%, there's this I could do. There's this I could do for 100%. But no one's gonna think that this is 100%. So like, what do I do in that case? Like so I rewatched, God damn it. I just rewatched Lloydson's video. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I just got that hit on Larry. Or let me. Ow. What is happening? What is happening in this race? Please don't. I didn't even have enough coins to bypass that. Okay, hold on. This is a lock-in moment. Lock-in moment happening now. Let's see. Shit. Mario's cutting in. Oh, I got all of them. Did I legitimately get all of them? I got all of them with that bomb. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I got all of them. No, so Kit, you said you're about 45 minutes into vid? Yeah, I would hold on. Let me check my phone here. That's not even the right video. At least I thought it was 45 minutes in. I could be earlier. Let me see. I am 23 minutes into the vid. I know what I did. Sorry, I thought I was way further into the vid than I thought. I'm 23 minutes into the video. I forgot that halfway through I got sidetracked and was like, oh, I need to finish Floydson's Oxygen Not Included video, which started at 45 minutes. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Sorry. It's 23 minutes. I just pulled up my phone. Because then I looked and The Floydson video I was watching of Oxygen Not Included started at 45. But about the 30-30 mark. Okay, got it. Sorry. I watched multiple videos at the same time. I kind of am a multitasker, let it be known. That was a bad drift. That is a red shell. I see danger behind me. Okay, well, there's no more danger. But to hold your horses? I can't hold a horse, Blossy, otherwise I'll die. Okay. Well, once again, I'm going to be watching more of it once, like, before work a little bit, and then also there. So, like, I'm hoping it gets explained, because that was, like, my only gripe so far. Why? Wait. This is bad for a few reasons. Mario, you're gonna have to die, buddy. Okay. Oh. Full explanation, but there was a mention about Alakazam and other Pokemon. Well, okay, so that one, those are the trade ones, which, like, yeah, there's no trade cable. You have to, like, trade anyway. So, like, you just have to get, well, actually, is there? There's not one. No, I was like thinking of like what like trade evolution Pokemon are around, and I'm like, I don't think any of them are in ZA. So, yeah, once again, it was just a very first impression. I'm sorry for jumping the gun. I just took both of those turns horribly. Daisy. Good Lord, what is happening? Waluigi's dealership. There. Looks like about it. Okay, cool. I still also hope he gets every color of Flabebe and Floette and Florges. Just saying. But we'll see. I took it too sharp. Goes back there. There's so much to. Oh, there's a blue shell. If the blue shell hits me here, am I okay? Nope, I go a little bit too fast. Okay. That actually just saved me. Mario. I like feel like I have to focus just because I got Mario right behind me. Just take the safe drift. Just take the safe drift. All right, now there is fear, as we will call it. Okay. Just take the tight corners. Just take the tight corners. You're small. You'll be fine. All right. Woo! 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 All right. Well, that just happened. No, sorry, what I was saying though, prior to being corrected on that rightfully so. Generate. Okay, I know I have all these. Metal Mario again. And then the horses. Azure Roller. And Super Glider. Not too bad. So I was watching Floydson's Grounded video again because, like, I do want to play Grounded at some point. I know Derpy's asked to get like a group together to play it. And a thought across my mind when thinking about like 100%ing and everything and like all the video ideas that I want to do. And I think I would consider it's what I would call the Dark Souls question. And the reason I call it the Dark Souls question is because if you play Dark Souls, you know what I'm going to reference that Grounded has. In terms of completion, would you classify 100% completion in my own kit way, blue shell already, by the way, as doing all of the new game pluses? So, for reference's sake, Dark Souls has, like, once you beat the game, you go to New Game Plus 1, and then New Game Plus 2, so on and so forth. I think it goes up to New Game Plus 9 is what the cap is. But then Grounded has the same thing. So yeah, I would say that, like, you have to beat the game in every version of New Game Plus because there's that many New Game Pluses. But, you know, listen, I love Floydson's videos, don't get me wrong. I know he's not going to do, like, a whole 100% playthrough of the game, like, 9 times, right? Yeah, and there is new stuff. Because I would still want to do, like, all items, right? So, I don't know, there's so many, like, 100% ideas I want to do, and I really want to do, like, full 100% stuff. Which I know to most is just like, oh, just get all the achievements and call it a day. That would be your video. Bada bing, bada boom. That way you don't have to stress out the people who are wanting to edit for you. Because that's like my biggest concern is, like, I know I want to have Derpy and also Sparks in the future, like, edit those, like, 100% idea videos. But I also don't want to overload both of y'all and stress y'all out. So I'm like, I don't know what to do in that aspect. I was thinking of, like, there's so much other stuff that I also want to do too. Dude, there's a third blue shell on the way. It was fun for you? Oh no, like, that's the thing. Completing games is absolutely fun, and I'm down to do that. But if I want to grow the community and I want to grow as a content creator, like, once again, that's what now the new goal is for 2026 and moving forward. Just because of a variety of reasons, right? Not just monetary, we're talking family too. I just, like, I want to make those videos. I just can't, I don't know how to edit. I'm bad at it. It's funny I say that, and I'm like looking at, like, I was watching a Magnus Mitmo video the other day where he goes to, like, the most remote area of Norway, and, like, I don't know why I just used a mushroom. I could just use it there. But I'm like, oh, he definitely has somebody who, like, edits for him. But then also he's, like, freaking rich as hell, so, like, that's why he can do some of that stuff. But no, I had another idea of something I wanted to do. So Danganronpa 2x2, like, you know, we've been talking about it since, like, the interview. Cube was on stream for a bit where we were talking about it. Adori has been messaging me stuff about it. Like, I know everyone's super excited for 2x2. I had an idea that I I don't think anyone's done. Mostly because I don't know how many people would care. But like, I think it would be interesting enough, hence why I'm thinking about it. I wanted to replay through Danganronpa 1, 2, and V3, of course. I say replay, y'all have only seen 1 and half of 2 on stream, but I've played 1 and 2 and V3 all on my own. But I want to do a playthrough where I talk to every single character at every possible opportunity. Like, if a new scene happens, like I have to talk to everybody and exhaust all of like their, like what they say, even if it's like a throwaway line, just because I want to see if there's like how much detail is in the game, if you can figure out stuff before it happens, and like learning more about the characters prior to other stuff. I don't know, I thought it would be an interesting idea of like wanting to see that, so. I overjumped. I was not expecting that to happen. What's up? That was a targeted attack, I'm pretty sure. My bad. Lemmy. Had to happen. I went out of my way to kill Lemmy, is what happened. That was a fucking crime. What? Lemmy was minding his own business. Just last year, New Game Plus, and of course one of each attainable item. Yeah, no, I would like to keep doing like obtainable item ones. I think once again, Pal World's a weird case where I would really like to have legitimately got like every single lucky in that game. You know, Mao Christs and Mao's notwithstanding. But like, please no. Oh, you know what? That's actually fine. This Goomba, no! Goomba, you didn't save me! No! You had 3 red shells? You're such a dick. Why am I being told this? Ay, ay, ay. Sorry, I just got a text from my dad about like delivery driving, and he's like, I heard like this is where you can make the biggest money from delivery driving. And I'm like, why am I being told this? Like, I'm not doing that. No worries, Soups. Hope work goes well. Another reason why I want streaming to work. Oh yeah, yeah. Should mention, like, I now that I'm working with like Spring, I don't have too much of a like interest in doing like more gig work. Like, it really doesn't appeal to me now. I'm gonna make more money just doing what I'm doing. So, like, I don't need to. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. No, like, he should be telling Strawby that. But also, I don't want Strawby using my car anymore, so... Yeah, there was, so like, with where I work right now, there's been like a few like gig work drivers. The fucking toad flying by. Was there a toad that like flew by? Did I miss something? Man, I want to clip that, Derpy. Huh? Yeah, I'll clip it just to see. I just heard a scream. Ah, gotcha. You know, I'm sure this lady meant well, but like during one of my like early shifts, wow, I just jumped over Luigi. Like they came in, they were doing their, you know, their delivery stuff, and they're like asking for some help. I was doing my best I could to help them out, and then they were like, yeah, you know, I had to say, like, I don't know why people like work here. I'm making like $1,000 a week doing gig work. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Because like the most I was able to make with like, but once again, keep in mind, I was doing like 4-hour shifts, like 5 to 6 days a week. I was like, okay, like that's cool. Like, what are you doing to like make that much? Like, and I was legitimately interested. And I was like making like $300 or so with that, right? And she's like, oh yeah, I drive 12 hours every day, 6 days a week. And, you know, it's the easiest thing I've ever done. I get like $1,000 a week. And I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, huh? Yeah, and she's saying that sometimes she makes more. But I'm like, if you're putting in 12 hours a day, like 6 days a week, and you're making 1,000, like, it just doesn't seem good. That is the second penguin I have collided with. Like, I know, like, making like $1,000 like per week is like, you can do it, but you gotta be smart about it. And based on like I was trying to do like the math in my head, I was like, you're probably losing more money than you're making, lady. Like, I just legitimately asked him, I was like, why am I being told this? It's $13 per hour of work. Yeah, that's what what I am assuming, because what is your local minimum wage? I think local minimum wage now is like $14 an hour, I think. Because what I'm assuming, and this is what a lot of like gig worker drivers do, is they take every opportunity they can get. So even like if it's like a $2 like trip, they're like, yeah, I'll still take it. Which is like, you're dumb. Like, don't do that. It's up for minimum wage, pretty much. This is unfortunate. Here's my gist, right? If you're gonna do gig work, you gotta go for a minimum $8 per, like, at least for, in my opinion, for where I live, and it could differ from place to place. $8 minimum, like, per delivery. $1 per mile is also preferred, so that way you, like, are not wasting gas. And also, don't take grocery orders. I don't know how many people don't realize that grocery orders are the worst thing. How come? Give me 1 second, I can answer that. Okay, there we go. Every state is different minimum wage. I thought they're making bank. It was actually so criminal, the minimum wage of some states I have, at least, yeah. 7.5, here it's like 23 an hour minimum. Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about grocery shopping, because there's stuff like Instacart and like DoorDash also does like that sort of stuff now. Like there's a whole lot, but I just want to point this out, okay? I am pulling up a, so I'm holy shit. Oops. I am pulling up my app, okay? I'm pulling up my app, and these are deliveries. These are, you literally shop, you deliver. And I want you to piece this together, okay? This is based on like what I'm seeing here, this looks like it's probably like 20 miles, 20 to 25 miles, 4 stops, $11 for a Walmart grocery shopping delivery, where you shop and drop off for 4 different places. That's not $11 each stop. From what I understand, it's $11 like period for that trip. Like there was another one that was 2 stops, $9 for grocery shopping delivery. Like, I don't know, whenever I've like seen the orders come in for like grocery like orders, you do not make hardly any money at all. Like you spend maybe 10 minutes or so. If you have to do the grocery shopping yourself, you're spending 10 minutes in the place, like, please don't kill me. Why are you staying so far ahead? That was perfectly timed. Okay. Yeah, no, there's some that are like pick up and go, but not all of them. And a lot of them are you have to now do it yourself, which is just horrible. Why does it feel like on these tracks I'm like not getting any, like, speed. Yeah, no, there's a few that, like, you have to just go in, pick up the order, and then like, go. But US now, they've been having, like, the drivers, like, grab it themselves. That sucks. Seriously? Why? No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I just sniped 2 people with bananas in one. Oh my gosh, I just sniped 2 people with bananas in one. Have a good day at work, Soups. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was incredible. That might be the single best thing I've done in this game in a while. All right. Is it Happy Clouds? Finally. They call him the Pili Bandito. The Pindili Bandito. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Alright, it's Mercedes time. Dude, my heart is pounding right now. That was crazy. On the books and games only. Yeah. Bowser in a Mercedes. Let's go. There's so much stuff that I wish I could buy. Just... yeah. Money, just be money. I took that too bad, so. Some gemstone dice, that sounds cool. I think for the most part nowadays, all I do is just buy games and groceries, and like, that's really it. I think this is cool. Probably my favorite gemstone. Something good. Damn, bro. Damn it. I was doing good until the red shell and blue shell. I wish things would just get cheaper, right? Everything's so expensive. Companies are just trying to get as much money as they can from everybody. Just one of those things. Gas is so expensive. Yeah, that's crazy, Derpy. Basically the same. It's just a fuck ton of money. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Everyone's like so close together on this race, except Petey Piranha and Link are as far back as you can go. Almost sniped again. You know what? We take these. We take these. Get me out of here. Give me this. Thanks for the 2 mushrooms. Go, run. 35 just for base game. Yeah. Games a lot of the time. Yeah, buying games is... Buys them instead of alcohol? I mean, that's fair. That's just crazy that it's gonna cost that much. Am I the only person who's like not remotely interested in GTA 6? It's probably because I haven't played the other GTA games like ever. I felt myself gonna fly off the edge. Not my style of game. That's fair. I was like, yeah, War is probably the only other person I would know that's not interested. Slight feeling is gonna flop. Oh, I think it's definitely going to. I think the hype is way too high. It's like playing a game of Game Dev Tycoon, and you're just like, ah, yes. We have the hype insane. Oh, we just got 4s and 5s on our game. Well, yeah. We'll see though. Love to be proven wrong. How did I get so far ahead? I need to play the GTA games though, general. Once again, lots of stuff I gotta do. We'll get there, chat. We'll get there. You know what? That lightning just saved me. 5 is super overhyped. That's fair. That's fair. What's going on with, I don't know how many people know about this, but there's a indie game that's essentially, like, from everything I'm seeing, it's just, they made Kingdom Hearts, but not Kingdom Hearts. That looks really, really cool. But, like, people are apparently, like, slamming it or something? Does anyone know more about that? Is it just Twitter bullshit that I don't need to worry about? You're not a KH guy? Fair. Interesting. So they just reskinned Kingdom Hearts 2, probably. They're trying to pass it off as, like, their own game. But we'll see. Well, it's not, it just, like, floats around, like, it looks like very, like, unique, sort of. I don't know how to really put it. Like, they're not using Sora and, like, the Disney characters. It's their own, like, original characters. Just the gameplay style is Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Why am I yawning? Yawning, yawning, yawning. Jeez. Green shell just showing up out of nowhere. Mario's just so far. It's because I have no coins. Where are all the coins? It's like I feel like there's a reason why I'm not catching up to Mario. More accurate Mario versus Bowser? True. I've never in my entire life needed more coins in a game. This. mushrooms. There are 4 mushrooms. Bowser just demolished 4 mushrooms in a line. Oh my god. Oh, this is upsetting. I hear the blue shell. Wait, if I do it up here, is this fine? No! Mario's right there! I got Mario with that! Get out of my way, Mario. I have a red shell, fucker. Bowser beats Mario. Get fucked. Listen. I need to. I gotta clip the 4 shrooms, and I gotta clip the freaking Mario thing, like a 2-for-1 clip. That's what it feels like. I am so shocked with how close some of these games are going. I'm already like thinking about some of the scripts in my head about like what I would want to do for this game. We get to finally use the blue standard. Why is 150cc starting to become a little bit more difficult than even like 200cc? Because 200cc wasn't that bad, but this is starting to feel a little crazy. I think I'm about to be. I feel like in the back of my mind, I'm a little worried about how the staff ghosts are gonna go. I feel like in a lot of these tracks, I'm just missing... Interesting. I feel like I'm missing a lot of, like, shortcuts. Like, Cube was telling me that, like, the other day, or the day that we had Cube on stream, Cube was saying that I was missing a lot of shortcuts. But, like, I'm not... Some of them I don't have the confidence to take. Others... I just don't know about. You know what? I would much rather be hit by lightning than a red shell. Also, Derpletons, when are we watching... Like, I know I got Sparks into it, but now, like, can I join y'all when you watch Taskmaster New Zealand? I need to figure out what they say at the beginning of every episode and what they say at the end. Like, I don't know what it... It's a different language that I don't know of. We down? Yeah, because what did we watch? We watched Series 3. I forgot that you're there, sir. How was I on your... Your head has gravity? Why did your head have gravity? That was weird. Running inner game? No. Why would they reveal it now? Great question. What's happening? I'm just getting text after text about things that don't matter. Everybody getting sword cats out? No worries. No, we were, so I'm trying to remember. Series 3, episode 1 is what we watched. I think Sparks was losing it more over the fact of just some of the things that they were saying that, like, you just never would see on, like, US television. I did show, like, the only other thing I did show was it's series 4, the last episode, because the prize task in the last episode is hilarious because it's just all bullying the same guy in just more hilarious ways as time goes on. No, sorry, it just redawned on me. Thrippy, is there like a secondary language that's spoken in New Zealand? Oh, this isn't Deborah. Oh. I just took a look at like one of the texts that I received, and I am just baffled. Maori? Interesting. You learn something new every day. It's Santa! I missed. Alright, I can hit people with bananas, I just can't hit people with shells, apparently. That might be what I'm hearing at the beginning of each episode. Sorry, so text that I just received that I feel like I gotta talk about now. So obviously Strawberry's needing, like, kid needs to figure out how to work and everything. He's never really worked a day in his life, and then here he is doing gig work, but like not making anywhere near enough money to justify it. So I get asked some like gig work questions from my dad, and I'm just kind of like not really like listening to. I jumped that shell. Like I'm kind of like giving my own input, but I'm like, he's just stupid. Like he's taking the really bad offers. Like I told him not to, but like he's not gonna listen because like why would he listen to anybody? Like I get it. But I just got texted something that, like, makes no sense to me whatsoever. And I know it's the same thing that has happened with my other brothers, but I just... Okay, so for reference's sake, I've been working since I was 17. And even when I went to college or university, I still worked a full-time job while going to school full-time. And this was, once again, before streaming and everything happened. Like, I was doing both. So, you know, but I was, like, making it work. I'm about to fall off the world. It's always that jump. The jump always gets me somehow. But yeah, no, I've been working like full-time, and like once again, I've learned how to work when I was younger, and I was able to balance both, you know, full-time students with full-time job. Like I was doing pretty darn well. So imagine my confusion when my dad texts me when I'm telling, hey, Strawberry should be working like 8 hours and stuff. Like, I understand he's a student, but like he needs to work 8 hours. And his response is, well, he's a student and he's never like worked before, so I want to start him off easy, you know, with like a 4-hour, like only doing 4 hours, like 3 days a week. What? Kid is 24? Kid's 23. 22, 23. When I call him a kid, because that's just kind of my response. Hasn't worked a day in his life. Has had no interest in like working an actual job. Also, I derpy now on YouTube. Missed everything that was said after I sent that message. You're good. I'm pretty much now just talking about like my brother, like with working and stuff. Yeah, sorry, I am just so confused by what I'm reading. So yeah, he's like, oh, I don't want to like overwhelm him. Like he needs to work like 3 to 4 hours, 3 days a week. Like he'll be fine. Like he just has a lot on his plate with like school. To which, bullshit. Because I worked my butt off back then. The City Tripper, by the way, with the blue standard and then the Bowser kites. And I got pushed extremely hard to like go into the workforce. Right? And also welcome back, War. I like got pushed to be in the workforce like extremely early, to which like I was like grateful for, because you know I had my own paychecks and everything, and I learned how to work and did really well. So what? And I think they did the same thing with my other brothers, where they're just like, oh, they have school and stuff, and I'm like, I also had school. I also, you know, had classes to take, but I also worked a full-time job at the same time. Like, why are they going so soft on them in comparison to me, where they're just like, work, 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 work? Or why'd you drop out of college? You should be working and doing college. Full-time, both of them. Like, what? So I'm just really confused why, like, my dad's just like, oh yeah, we want to go easy on Strawby, when at the end of the day, they need to push him to do more. And also, I still don't understand why it's my problem on making sure he has a schedule on when he can do the job, because I'm not his boss. Like, if they're failing to, like, get him to work, that is on them. That has, like, nothing to do with me. Like, sure, I probably get along with him the best because I treat him like a living human being. Like, I am not their parent. I'm not his parent, excuse me. I don't understand it. See, I'm working a full-time job and doing content full-time too. So I'm doing all of that. But because the amount of non-binary people have English as the main language, mine gets forced a lot here. Maori. Got it. That's interesting. Learn something new every day is what I was saying. Yeah, sorry. I was a little just peeved at the fact that, like, oh, we get the cool piranha plants! We get the piranha plants with the... Luigi, this is a targeted attack. I've been immediately defeated by Mario. Luigi almost killed Mario. Listen, there's some weird vengeance stuff going on here. I think the wrong people are being attacked. Look at them with their little feetsies! Oh, I love them! I love them so much. It still looks like they're wearing pajamas. Also, I think it's confirmed that the baby characters are just that much more powerful in this game. Like, we have still been consistently far in the lead. You know what? I don't know why it took me this long. Derpy, did you want to join in a call and just chat about stuff? My brain is... I need somebody to call. Sure, why not? Let me finish this course and then we'll switch in. Roy! Luigi, that's not gonna do anything, buddy. I missed the coin. I'm just floundering. That's a banana. Goodbye, Roy. Goodbye, me. Goodbye, Luigi. I missed. That banana is outside the bounds. Dude, I'm missing coins left, right, and center. What is happening? That should be fine. I missed and I fucking fell. Why is that the longest drop of all time? Oh my gosh, and I phased through a Shy Guy. Why are you slowing down? Okay. Focus kit. Focus. You know what? That's fine. No way! How did you just get hit by something? I cannot believe I just won that. There we go. Alright. Oh, dude, Yoshi's Island. It's such a good one. What up, Derpy?
Hello.
It's the best map in the game. It's so cute. Please don't eat me. Oh, I got eaten. Luigi just dodged crabs like Mario dodges crabs. That's where I'm at right now. Is this... I don't know why 150cc is becoming more difficult than 200. I missed. So how are you doing?
I'm getting used to it at least. It's always been a fun day for me.
Need to turn you up a little bit. There we go. All right. I also still need to see chat. It's kind of important. So is it Maori? Is that how you pronounce that?
Maori, yeah.
I know at the beginning and end of Taskmaster, something gets said that is like it sounds like some sort of greeting, but I don't know what it is. So I just kind of
Most likely, yeah.
I think it's like Maute something.
I literally just had like a rant about it today with Ray and Spark about how easy it is sometimes.
Sure.
It's like, yeah, with like dominoes and stuff, they it's so strange. And I get it to some degree. It's like, you know, it's their country, you know, it's their land, whatnot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, it feels like, I don't know, just the way they feels so strange. Because it's like, I mean, if you want to buy, like, and this is only for Coca-Cola, you can buy a 1.5 liter of Coca-Cola, or you can buy the moldy version, or the moldy name for it.
Okay.
There's no difference between them. There's literally no difference. It gets packaged the exact same. Like, the writing isn't different or anything. It's just, for some reason, they have an option that's only moldy on their app.
Weird.
And it's only for the Coca-Cola. And then they do it for some of the pizzas as well. Like, you can get like a pepperoni pizza, but it's in moldy. Yeah, you can like get like a veggie pizza that's only in moldy. It's just very strange.
I mean, it's kind of like how we have here, like, the place that I work, we have Spanish-themed food that costs the exact same.
Yeah.
Oh. I think spring's at work right now too, now that I remember. Had to go in early today. Today's gonna be such a strange day at work. I kind of feel more bad for spring than anything though. 'Cause he has to not only train a new hire, but apparently also train me, and then me and the new hire are closing. So like, I don't know what they want me to do since I'm also new, but they're just putting both new people together to close.
Seems like fun.
Apparently this person's like first job ever. So yeah, I'm like, we should be fine. Like, I'm down to help out and answer questions, but also like I can't technically train people yet, so
Yeah.
like, we're gonna be in this for the long haul today, friendo. I just don't know why they changed spring's shift to be such a weird time though. Side note though, because food is on the brain right now, these spicy queso Ritz crackers are amazing, and I highly recommend them to anybody who likes spicy queso. So grounded. Here, it's a fun game.
You could say that. I mean, you know, I definitely have way more hours than I probably should have in that game, but, you know.
I'm starting to have more hours in Palworld than I should.
I mean, I have 300 hours on Steam, but I played a lot of the early access and stuff.
Yeah.
Way back in the day on Game Pass and whatnot. So I probably have like a cumulative of what, 450 hours by this point.
There. I just passed 300. Ow! I just hit myself with my own green shell. I have 320 hours now in Palworld for leaving the game on. I have been assaulted in Mario Kart so much just then that I'm still in the lead. Stop with the red shells, for crying out loud. I'm trying to win here. Yeah, no, dude, I gotta show you the Bellinor. I talked to Sparks about the chaos that I inflicted with that mod. It was a great time. I do need to, like, I've been slowly making a list, though, of what pals I need to use the mod with, though. I think I have a decent list right now, but, like, I could be wrong about some things. Like, I know I'm gonna need both King Packas, right? Because they don't spawn normally in the world. I know I need a Pingullet Lux and a Ping King Lux as well. But that's so mean. But I there's two that I put on my list of like owls that I feel like I should just use the mod for rather than just trying to find them, that I think are a little bit up for debate. And I'm gonna call it a Mauchrist situation. But I do need the Derpleton's thoughts on the... Son of a bitch. What is with all these red shells? Why do you have 3 red shells? Why do you have more red shells? You're pulling out of your ass, Bowser Jr. I got hit with a red shell, and then there was another red shell that was going to hit Bowser Jr., and he pulled out 2 more. Where did you get these? That was a banana. I almost hit another banana. I just got hit with a green shell. I'm being assaulted in numerous ways. Okay, I was thinking of putting Melpaka. What the fuck? Melpaka and Capricorn on the list.
Okay.
Because even though, like, if you look at the map, they spawn in a whole bunch of areas, I would say, personally, that they're more of a very rare spawn in all of the places that they spawn. Because they spawn like amongst all like different pals, similar to like a Mammorest. But I feel like their spawns are even more rare than, say, a Mammorest spawn.
I'm not too sure. I could probably have a look and see what the form rates are. It probably is like a... It probably finds something that actually tells me like the exact like rarity of their spawns.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have something that I can quickly check.
Because like I was looking at like, I mean I might have to do the same thing with like Bronze Cherries and Berlohas, but I think they spawn like a lot more. Like they have like an actual stat, like actual spawn later on. But right from the get-go, I'm like, I think you're not gonna find like a consistent Capricorn or a consistent Melpaka spawn. Like they just spawn with everything else, like just out in the world.
That's that we're on here.
So that guy, please don't do it. He did it. I just saw 3 red shells and only one of them hit me. I'm still like, I still say though I did the right thing with the Mauchrist and the Mau. I don't care what anyone else says. I'm still firmly in the camp of why did that blue shell just teleport? Yeah. Oh my gosh, what is with these red shells? Lil Bowser Jr., Lil Bo J just got sniped. I just threw a red. Alright, so everyone else can hit me with red shells. I just can't hit anybody else with red shells. I am being assaulted, attacked, and murdered right now, live on stream. Shy Guy, no! Oh my god! What is happening? No, villager, please! I have a family, I'm a villager too! What is happening, Derpy? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Shy Guy is getting fucked right now. Okay, we fucked a Shy Guy. We did it.
Huh?
Hold on. Do not think too hard on that, please. There's so much happening. Flee. Just flee. For the love of everything, flee. No, please. I'm right there. I'm right there. Wait, no, there's a little bit of a curve. Hold on, no, there's a little bit of a curve. There's a little bit of a curve. No, Shy Guy just passed me. You have a red shell. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I have this green shell that I'm just gonna hold. Thank you. Please. Please, this is insane. Just go. Just go. Oh my lord. Well, that was cool. Oh, we get to be a new character. I got Peachette now. There's still 2 more characters to be. Oh, I also have to say, I didn't get a chance to say it yesterday because obviously I didn't stream. But huge shout out to Sparkertons. I'm so proud of them. The short that they made recently, the Conga Line of Bombs, is the best performing.
I saw that come into my feed organically.
Yeah, no, it is the best performing
I saw that
short.
come into my feed, and I was like, oh, this is a random repo clip, and then I realized it was your clip, and I was like, oh, wait a second.
Yeah, no,
I
know that guy. I'm friends with that guy. Look, no, it's the best performing short on the channel.
Hell yeah.
And I
mean, it is a pretty good clip.
It is, and I didn't even realize the even more hilarity to it of the 6 conga liner being late to the party.
Yeah.
Somebody somebody just like,
did, but hey.
yeah, somebody like pointed it out how I'm like not even remotely fazed by the fact that there was one person that was late, and I was like, I didn't even realize it. I just casually just was like, you're dead, buddy. But no, Sparks, like, there was more that we were talking about that we wanted to add to that clip. Where like every single conga liner that got thrown into the pit was gonna be the Kirby falling gif.
Oh yeah, that would have been pretty funny.
Yeah. And then you know the Gru face meme where like it's Gru like staring at you with a gun?
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of having Sparks do it where like all the conga liners were just Gru with a gun just staring at me. Obviously it didn't happen and I didn't want to push like too much onto Sparks, but I like the moment I saw that it passed like 1K views, I immediately messaged Sparks telling them how proud I was of them. It sounds like they want to encourage you to edit more, Derpy. At least from the conversation I had with them yesterday.
We were talking a little bit ago about actually getting a day sorted of like, yeah, this is going to be editing only day.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I'm absolutely down to do that. I just gotta like actually figure out timings and stuff.
I mean, I can also join in for that and do that as like a script writing day too.
Yeah, once everything is calmed down on my end, then yeah, absolutely, I'm down to like sit down and sort out a day.
Right.
Yeah. So I think it would be also just good for both of us, just having a day where we just hard focus on the editing stuff.
Yeah.
And not being distracted by other shit, because Lord knows I will.
I think you both tend to very easily.
Yeah.
But I'm also like the same way. That's why I'm like, you know what? I would be down if I could join in too for like just script writing. Because that way I just don't get distracted. Sorry, Yoshiritos, it had to happen. I didn't want to go down here. Oh, I really didn't want to go down here.
This is lovely.
I didn't even finish my thought on like the Taskmaster thing that I found funny at the last episode of Series 4. I just kind of said it and then stopped. It was a prize task, and like I think 4 out of the 5 submissions, including the guy's himself, was just being as dickish to one of the contestants. Where the hell did you come from? I just murdered Yoshi again. Yoshi just showed up, and I just decided that it was time. Alright, cool. Do you know the comedian Ray, I think it's Ray O'Leary? Raymond O'Leary?
Vaguely rings a bell.
Looks like he wears like a gray suit constantly. He looks extremely nerdy with like curly hair. He's in the 4th series, and the theme for the prize task was bringing something that has a lot of value that you got for very cheap. And the first thing was that was brought in was a suitcase filled with 8 pounds of soap, or shampoo, excuse me. Which was one of Ray's previous prize task submissions on things like that you're not allowed to like bring or something, I think is what the whole thing was. The whole thing is like you can't bring like a certain amount of like shampoo onto a plane. So like they're just like, yeah, I found it just in the parking lot, so I just took it for myself and using it here. The second was acquired for free, as in it was stolen, and it was all of Ray's Nintendo Switch games and his Nintendo Switch. Which he immediately gets up and he's like, I filed a police report about those being stolen, but it was just his flatmate just gave them to one of the other contestants for the prize task.
That's funny.
And then he is just like, oh, what's free? A day hanging out with Ray, doing just the most just boring shit ever. And then I think the last, like the 4th one, like the guy just didn't do like didn't bring in anything featuring it. And then I think the last one was like, I think it was like some of Ray's clothes that were just also stolen. Which that's been like most of Series 4 is just joking on him. I still think I think my favorite might actually still be Series 3 though. 4 is up there though. The one that I had Sparks watch yesterday, just perfect. It's Wario versus Peachette. Who's gonna win? Peachette has a gun. I think Wario's gonna die. You know, so if I recall correctly, Peachette is just Toadette wearing this crown that turns her into Peach, right?
I would believe so.
What I'm realizing is a lot of her like animations for when she does like Trick is just Toadette's animations, but as Peach. Yeah, it really just looks like it's just Toadette's animations, but as Peach. But they're like, they look way better. So now I have to ask the obligatory thing because Flossie's gonna call me out on it. Hmm? What? What happened?
Oh my god, didn't no raids. I'm just playing with gigs.
Where's the Bowsette character for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I know Blossie's gonna shame me for it, but like, I'm just asking. Imagine every character had an alternate outfit. It's just them putting on the crown.
I'm surprised they haven't done that. Honestly.
I mean, let's be real. They're not putting Bowsette into a game ever.
Yeah.
Even though we all want it to happen. Give us Marioettes! Please, I'm being murdered. This is really bad. Yoshi had 3 red shells? No! Oh my gosh. I believe that this is a lost cause. Villager, please? Nope, Villager wins. God damn, bro. I got red shelled to oblivion. Look, I'm having terrible luck today on 150cc. I was considering just immediately switching to the overpowered vehicle. But I said I would do everything but 200cc with random. By golly, we are doing that. There's so much focus. So much focus. You know what I've been in a real big mood though to play?
What's that?
All of the Fire Emblem games. Like Spring and I were talking about Fortune's Weave that's gonna be coming out, but I was like, man, I really want to play just like 100% all of the other Fire Emblem games right now. But I have, once again, other games I gotta focus on first. At some point, I'll 100% Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a task.
I mean, getting the Prestige 100 stuff, like, that's, I'm not even gonna include that. Interesting. I don't think that's ever gonna be possible. The devs have talked about numerous times how they're never going to increase like blood point gains and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get that you want people to be playing your game constantly, but also your game's going in the shitter worse and worse as time goes on.
Yeah.
Like, people are really not happy about the judgment. At least from what I've been seeing. Like,
Yeah, I'm really surprised by it as well, because, like, I feel like she's actually a really good killer.
it's a really cool killer, yes. But also at the same time, I feel like this is just the creme de la creme of the Dead by Daylight community, where it just proves that no matter what, they are never going to be happy with anything.
Oh, no.
Like, this is the killer that the community created.
Dude,
Like,
I've been seeing so many like edits of like BD hot takes and stuff.
mhm.
And just like what's it called? Like, yeah, just like some of the like stupidest like hot takes from some of the survivors. I'm gonna get that.
Apparently I'm still in the minority of me saying that this is a killer-sided game. So... I just look at the judgment, and I'm just like, this is just like the Dead by Daylight community in a nutshell. We created this thing, but we hate it. It's like, okay. Good job, team. You did a great job today. Like, what? I get that she's like apparently like super hard to play as a killer because you need like a freaking calculus degree to understand how triangles work. But at the same time, like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
People are gonna say it's really hard for like a week or two. And then after the second week, it's either gonna be A, no one's gonna be playing the killer, or B, somebody's gonna be like, actually, this is how you play the killer. And everyone else is like, oh, this killer's actually super easy.
Yeah. Okay, I realized what my problem is with my mouse. It's just my hub being stupid again. There's something about my port. I don't know what it
is. The only video I've like seen mostly now on DVD that I was like a little bit curious in watching was Spook and Juke's video talking about not just the judgment but also the lights out game mode.
Yeah.
Where they were like complaining about the fact that like no one was playing the PTB for the judgment because there was the like early access one that people got to see, and then after that like people just didn't want to do the PTB on the third day when it was full access to like the public. To which my response to that is, what's up?
Alright. And as I said, we go down one by one.
But yeah, like I think it's dumb that like BHVR is doing like PTBs for like just their like top tier creators, and then like the public gets like a day to like experience it. But like, I don't know, people... I don't think people were going to be spending too much time in this PTB anyway.
Oh no, I mean, it's just a killer and it's about it.
Yeah. As for the lights out game mode, like, I get, like, I will absolutely say that it's survivor sided, especially considering the fact that, like, the only two killers that you need to play... The only two killers you need to play is Hillbilly or Leatherface, and that's it.
Here we go. Yeah, 3 of horrible DVD takes I found on TikTok. And they're just like, repeat sporadically. So if they find anything more, they'll post on it, yeah.
So what are some of these hot takes?
number one, canceling a kick in a generator is bug abusing, and it goes to a comment of someone saying you can't do that. That's a glitch. About canceling the kick animation. Oh yeah,
What?
this was the big one that I saw going
That's
around
not.
for a
That's not
bit.
even a hot take. That's just playing the game. What? Okay.
So this was the big one that I saw going around with lights out coming around.
Okay.
They said hot take: the lights out event should only make it dark for the killer. It's unfair survivors can't see. Oh, and someone getting mad at the loot bag add-on for Springtrap. They said that add-on is so broken and unfair. I mean, he could have just left, but he shouldn't have to. The killer is easier than Survivor. We should be able to taunt. DVD survivors are... It's just a specimen, dude.
Can I go through the previous two friends before we add on more? Because I had to, my brain needed
That's pretty
needed a
much all of them now.
recharge. Listen, my brain needed just a little bit of a recharge because that was so
And then the last
stupid.
one is just a clip the last one is just a clip of a Sable lasting 3 seconds in chase.
Okay, like I get the whole joke about. So here's the thing. I'm gonna start off with that one. Actually, weirdly enough, because there's like the big discussion that like the worst teammate to ever have is a Sable or a TTV. And here's the thing. Most of the TTVs are going to run into, sure, they're just going to try to like clip farm and everything so that way they can be popular, and it's never going to work out for them. Like, but like, because it's so overinflated with TTVs, I get it. Like you can, you're trying to do a one size fits all. Sable is a worse explanation of that because when you're, why am I so high? When you're playing with a Sable, Sable's just such a popular character that of course there's going to be a bunch of bad Sable players because when you have a bunch of people playing the same character, it's going to overinflate the numbers. Jesus. Hold on, hold the phone. Ow. Derpy, what just happened? Ow. It sounded like you just blew into the mic for a clean 10 seconds. I'm so glad I have Discord muted right now. Holy fuck. My brain. Ow. I'm so sorry, chat. That hurt my ears. Is Drippy okay? Great question. Is everything okay with your mic, buddy?
My mic is also connected to my USB hub. This is the only port left on my PC.
Okay. I think you're good.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened, but I apologize to everyone.
You're good.
Yeah,
You're
my
fine.
mouse is freaking out.
No,
I
you're
control my
fine.
mouse.
I just want to make sure you're fine because that just sounded horrible. Like you just got like fucking
Yeah,
attacked.
I have no clue what happened. Unfortunately.
You are starting to like glitch out a little bit though, I'm noticing.
Yeah, my hub
Discord-wise.
is probably just being stupid.
Okay.
Let's see if I can fix it.
Mute a little bit. Yeah, I was going to say mute before you do that. Oh my God. I think we're good. Ooh. Oh no. This is a non-drifting vehicle. All right, cool. Ooh, my ears. I'm more like I want to be very clear. I'm not upset or anything. That just my brain was not anticipating
Okay.
what has been heard.
Is it better?
Yeah, a lot better.
Okay. Yeah, I just unplugged everything, plugged it all back in.
Gotcha. Yeah, no,
I
you.
gotta like get up everything so it's not I don't have to run into these problems so often.
Good. That just was completely surprising. So you're good. It's just. I was like, what the heck? Derpy's dying. It's bad out here. But no, what I was saying though is like Sable, you're gonna run into a lot of bad Sables because a lot of people play Sable. But like you really shouldn't pigeonhole.
Oh god, another team is. What the fuck is this?
It's back to being a little choppy, but I think you're fine. By the way, a little bit. What was the other one? One was saying that Lights Out should be only dark for the killer.
To see. Yeah.
Okay. So if I recall, because I think they changed.
Can't see.
Listen, as much as I love Survivor more than Killer, and I, don't really care too much about Killer players too much. If I recall, the mode's supposed to be Lights Out because everything's supposed to be dark. And also, I think the killer just is always undetectable, right?
Yeah. They also can't they can't see like stretch marks and stuff from what I remember.
That's the thing is like that game mode is just not supposed to. I would say this. I think this is just a more interesting hot take, a better hot take. Maybe that Lights Out is just not a game mode that you're supposed to win at.
No.
I think it's
that's
just
what a lot of other people are saying as well. It's like you're not meant to win the for fun mode or whatever. Like,
I mean, there's yeah, it's supposed to be like even, but not what I mean in this case. What I mean is, I think Lights Out is just supposed to be more of a horror-inducing experience than actually trying to win. So like if you're Jesus,
I've seen some good clips like that out of it.
Please don't. I'm being assaulted, and this bike is actually atrocious. I actually cannot drift with this bike. This is bad. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it is the for fun game mode. It's just supposed to be horror-inducing. That's really all it is. Just have fun with, the horror aspect of it, and then move on.
Yeah,
if the survivor wins, great. If the killers win, great. Sure, it's supposed to be the for fun mode, but it's just more supposed to instill a sense of dread and horror in that aspect. Yeah,
it's just showing off a concept they can't really implement into the game properly.
That being said, the fact that you're only when you're playing as killer, you're pretty much only going to see Leatherface and Hillbilly because of the undetectability. That in the insta down, you're just kind of fucked in that aspect. But then you give the survivors all of these materials in order to actually do really, really well. It's you're just taken away from the horror. My take that I don't even think is a hot take in this case is that the Lights Out game mode is just now just a even more awful game mode than originally. But I think the hot take is more the fact that I think that that they should change Lights Out to be a purely horror-based experience where you're doing generators and chases and all that sort of jazz. But I think it would be more interesting if there were points for the killer more so scaring the survivors, and then maybe the survivors trying to avoid getting scared.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like in that case. What was the other one that we said? There was
I just don't even know if that would be a good idea. So I was gonna say I would love to see the I forget what it was called. Something for a dance. Horror thing. It was an old Warzone Halloween event that would have jump scares out of crates and stuff. Yeah. So I'd love for that sort of thing, but I feel like it wouldn't be good for some players.
Which that's why
Like,
it needs to be like an
that's the
alternate
thing.
mode. That's the thing is it's an alternate mode if you're not gonna like jump scares and don't play it. Like
Yeah.
if you and that's
Well, 'cause,
like,
like,
yeah.
yeah, because my thing has always been like, I mean, I've been like very 50-50 on a lot of things because of what's it called? I can't think of what it's called.
I don't even know what you're trying to say, so I can't help you.
Sorry. Like, and like Plague as well, is another big problem. Like people are complaining that Krasu isn't popular anymore, and it's like, well, yeah, I kind of think she needs to not be popular because of just her overall design. Like you have things in this game that just can't be popular. Like Doctor can't be popular because of, you know, people with epilepsy, and it's like, you know,
It's like something that you just can't. I don't know, you add this thing into this game of killers that people have, you know. I'm trying to figure out how to work.
There are some killers that they
I've seen
prey on people's fears and like inhibitions that they shouldn't be popular, I think is what you're trying to get at. Where like
Well, so like
Krasu, they're people
again, like with a doctor, like obviously, you know, it affects it can affect a lot of people with epilepsy really bad, just his power in general. But like, yeah, if like a killer like that becomes popular, it's like people with epilepsy just can't play the game all of a sudden because they see this killer every single game. If these killers become popular, like people just have to stop playing the game because of just their existence of a character as a character. Like if even like I mentioned it before when Krasu came out, like I probably would have stopped playing the game if Krasu became popular because I just can't stand looking at her. Like just I'm one who like can tolerate gore for the most part, but I don't know, something about Krasu was just always like offsetting and made me want to vomit every time I looked at the character. And I guess same thing for Plague. I know a lot of people have like asked for accessibility settings for Plague so they can remove like the vomiting sound. So yeah, but there's a lot of people with like wheezy stomachs and stuff listen to that sort of thing. I don't know, I feel like it's like a thing you always have to consider as a developer because it's like, I mean, you know, these characters are cool, but like for them to just like blow up at all would be kind of problematic for you because it just you'd lose a lot of people who are just unable to handle things like that.
This is gonna sound maybe strange to people, but I weirdly disagree. This is just two sides of like opposing viewpoints here, because I feel like when you're playing Dead by Daylight, I'm gonna use Neko for an example on this. Neko hates playing against the clown and is never going to play as the clown due to what the clown symbolizes, based on the weapon of choice. But like, while I would agree of the notion of like, if a killer got popular, some people would probably be like deterred from playing the game. That you kind of are getting what you signed up for when you're playing Dead by Daylight. Like you're always going to have a chance to go against said killers, popularity or not. Sure, if they're popular, you're going to probably go against them more, and it's just not going to be a fun experience. But you're playing the game, so you're still going to have to go against them. And if one killer like might ruin it for your teammates because you just can't stand that killer, like unless there's like a specific way that's just like, hey, I would prefer not to go against these particular killers, which, you know, might alleviate the problem.
That's something I've asked for.
Which I know there's like a lot of
I think
people
something
have
needs to be
asked for that. The issue I have
Yeah.
with that is the fact that there are going to be some times where people. So I'm thinking about this in like an achievement hunter standpoint, so I'm gonna come back to this here in a little bit. What I would say though is that like if you're queasy, if it's like 1 or 2 killers that you're queasy against, then yeah, continue playing the game because like you're probably still not gonna see them, even if they're like popular. There's so many killers in the game, like you're just gonna see more, like a bunch of different killers anyway. If like half the cast like creeps you out and like makes you queasy, then maybe just consider playing a different game.
No,
right?
I definitely agree. If like if you have more than one that's problematic, then yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But like again, like for the people who just can't stand plague or just can't stand what's it called?
Pursue.
Like just the one killer, I feel like it's a little bit of a different story.
Yeah. The thing is with Kresu being like a folklore legend, like there's also just a bunch more folklore legends that they could even just put into the game that could just be way worse than the Kresu. But like that's neither here nor there. Now, in terms of the idea of making it where you can choose what killers you don't want to go up against, as much as I would love a system like that, because then like, the killers that like actively scare you, you could turn off. I think it has to be limiting.
No, I've talked about this as well before, just because fucking ghoul.
Well, no, that is actually exactly what I mean.
I think it should only be one killer. I think it should only be one killer.
Once again, weirdly, I disagree. Once again, I really disagree. But not in the way that you're probably expecting.
I don't think they can do it anymore because that would kill queue times. Like
Also,
one would already be bad enough for queue times, but anything more is going to be way worse.
So let me explain my viewpoint before I get to because I know with me saying that it's going to sound like a particular way, but let me explain. I think they should only have certain killers in the list of what you don't want to face, and only the ones that would have a that have like fears associated with it, right? Ghoul, you can't just be like, I got a fear of tentacles or anime. If you have a fear of tentacles, like this is a different conversation. Like this game is just not for you. And if you have a fear of anime, that's dumb. Why am I using this? This is bad. But like, imagine like if they put that system into place of like, hey, here's the killers that you can choose if you don't want to face it all, and you got like doctors listed there, plague, Kresu, like clown would be probably another one, and if they made the judgment any more spider-like, then probably the judgment too, for like arachnophobes and stuff. Like take the biggest fears or like the uncomfortable factor of Dead by Daylight and put them in that list of like, here's the ones that you can choose if you want to go against or not due to your own fears. But don't put every single killer in there, because if you put every single killer, then it's just like, let me just go against Skull Merchant 24/7. I'll win every time. Oh, my queue time is 3 hours? Wonder why? Like, that would just kill the game, as you said. But if you only put the ones that, like, have... I'm not going to say, like, credible. Like, that would be the wrong word. Is wow, what a red shell hit. I wouldn't say, like, credible, like... fears and like uncomfortability, but like it's the more common ones, I think, is what they should have. Like have a list of like maybe 10 killers, I would say. I feel like there's like 10 killers that people like across all different like fear spectrums and comfortability spectrums would say these 10 killers. I just huh?
Sorry, this guy was spam pinging everything.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, no, I think they should put like maybe, yeah, about like 10 killers. And it's just the ones that like people have like the fears and like uncomfortableness with.
Yeah, because then I think that should definitely be, definitely the minimum at least. My sort of other thought was, I think would probably, behavior, so I don't really know. But
hopefully it would, incentivize them to be like, oh, this killer gets blocked a lot. Let's investigate and actually see why they're getting blocked, and maybe see if we can.
And that would be the thing, like,
not make them as blocked as much.
here's the thing, what they should also do, this is actually, I just thought about this.
Should be some sort of thing.
Well, I just thought about this and I was like,
not be on there, there's no reason for them.
yeah, but sorry, this is just something I thought about that I was like, oh man, this would actually be a way, like, better idea, I feel like. Why not have a game mode where you select what killer you, like, what killers you do and don't want to go up against? Like, have like a 2-week event where it's just regular Dead by Daylight, but the survivors can choose who they prefer to go up against and who they don't. And then based on like what they rank, depending on who they go up against, they'll get like a blood point bonus.
Yeah.
Like if they're like, oh, if you're going up against a killer you hate, well, here's a blood point bonus to like incentivize you to stay. Oh, you're playing against a killer that you like, here's a like the 1 times blood point bonus because you just like to, like, you're in the top threshold of the killers that you like to play against. And then you just use that information, right? Because then you'll have all the players' informations on who they rank as their favorite that they would go against to their least favorite. And then use that as like, this is what we found in this event. We've learned that people fucking hate the ghoul, which was a shocker to us, and everyone else is like, really? And then use that information to better said killers.
Yeah.
Like, that would be an
like,
interesting time, but...
Like I said, yeah, I would love for that to be the case, but again, it's also back to the so, it's even with this info, even touching it all, sometimes it feels like just talking to a brick wall is
and I
more
think
productive.
what I think is the case right now, though, is I think BHVR knows that they have the monopoly on the ASIM horror genre, and it's not even close. And
Yeah,
with
I
them,
think that plays into it.
like, the only thing close that you have would technically be Outlast Trials. Sure, there's that Carnival Hunt game, but then people found out that Carnival Hunt is a piece of shit, so, like, you just keep having more and more shitty games entering the space of ASIM horror, that the only game that people can choose is really Dead by Daylight. So, like, realistically, the, like, behavior doesn't have to pay any attention to Dead by Daylight moving forward. They can just make the very, like, most minimal changes. They can, like, most of the videos I'll see, especially when I was like watching, like, as the Judgment was like being talked about, is being like, this isn't it, like, the community voted on this, and like, this killer sucks because it's super hard to play and the perks suck, no one's gonna use these perks, yada yada yada. Like, everyone's complaining, and like, some of the videos end off with like, you know, it's really hard to be a Dead by Daylight fan right now, like, I don't know if I really want to continue playing the game right now. To which it's like, hey, you're a content creator in the Dead by Daylight space for the past, like, anywhere from like 2 to 10 years, right? You're going to continue playing because it's your income, first off. And secondly, yeah, you're gonna say that there's nothing else to play. And if playing Dead by Daylight is your source of income, like, at least try to have fun with it, of course. But
Yeah.
you might have a situation that's like similar to like Angry Pug, who used to be massive in Dead by Daylight, but then started streaming other games and just completely fell off. I think it was like top like 20 creator on Twitch or something I saw with like the whole breakdown sort of thing. And then decided to play, you know, other games because he wasn't having fun with Dead by Daylight, and then it just completely fell off. So now you have these people, these creators who are locked into creating Dead by Daylight content that, what are they going to do when the game eventually dies, or when they eventually realize that the game's not fun to play anymore because there's no competition and the devs really just don't care? Like, there's got to be like a reality check where it's like you're hinging your entire like livelihood on a company that just really doesn't care about the players because there's no reason to care about their players. Heck, like I said, the Spooky Jukes video I was watching, he literally ended saying like he just doesn't feel like playing Dead by Daylight. Like it's hard to be a Dead by Daylight fan. I'm just like, dude, first off, like this is just how it's been for the past how many years?
Yeah.
And secondly, like how many times do you say that in a video and then you immediately come back? Like I think I got like even like a recommended post from like what's his name, Hens, who was like saying why it was like really hard to stream like Dead by Daylight lately. And once again, I'm just like, but you're still going to.
Yeah.
I also had now a different viewpoint on like cheaters in Dead by Daylight now. Like, you know, I, for some reason, being terrible on this. I'm being really, really bad on this map. I don't know how I'm living. I'm still in first place somehow. I think this might be one of my least favorite maps. We'll see. But anyway, cheating sucks in Dead by Daylight. Like, we can say that unequivocally. But is there a reason why, like... I feel like there's a weird incentive to cheat in Dead by Daylight. I am very much saying you shouldn't cheat, but if you look at, like, the fact that there's a lot of creators making videos on, like, said cheaters, I cannot believe what just happened. I just won! Oh my god! I got first place by a hair! Oh, I got blue shelled right at the end, and Peach just punched Link in the face. Alright, cool. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That was crazy. Alright. I get to be Little Bowser Jr. I think there's one more for 150cc. Is that where I'm at? Yeah, one more 150cc. So we're almost done with 150cc today. Good stuff. No, the amount of videos I'm starting to see more and more, and maybe it's just because like I haven't been paying attention, so maybe like that's part of the reason. There's a lot of videos like being released of like, look at these cheaters, let me make fun of these cheaters, like we hate cheaters, they're toxic and stuff. And I feel like that just maybe it's like I don't know what the right thought experiment is for it, but like where you, by like making something popular and like talking about it, and incentivizes people to do it more. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sorry, what was it again?
Like, what up, hell? How's it going? Like, the thought process of if you incentivize something more, it just makes people more likely to do it. Because, like, I'm thinking, like, you see videos of, like, cheaters, and you'd be like, oh, like, if these videos were really, like, shitting on cheaters and, like, toxic players, that would stop them from doing it. But, because you also have, but you have the creator being like, hey, like, don't harass the people who are cheating or toxic, like, we can just call them losers and move on with our life.
Yeah.
But, like, you're pretty much just doing that to get more content out of more cheaters, and you're just encouraging more people to cheat and be toxic with no repercussions other than inflating your wallet, right? Like, am I crazy for thinking that? Because, like, my preference would be, for, like, playing Dead by Daylight, if I still played it as much as I used to, would be no cheaters, and just, like, just type GG at the end of the game and just be cordial about it and then move on to the next one, right? That'd be the best way to move forward. But if people are still going to be making money over like cheaters and everything, and be like, oh, the game needs to be devoid of cheaters, but there still needs to be just enough so I can make a paycheck. Like, But then, you know, there could be, gosh, red shells. Like, though then, you know, BHVR should just put in a good anti-cheat and then call it a day. And then you can make fun of the cheaters that, like,
I think
skirt around it.
I mean, like, I think about, like, Epidemi.
Mm-hmm.
Because I agree with what you're saying. Like, I find that sort of stuff very weird. But kind of what Epidemi does is, like, you know, he goes and hunts down cheaters to basically be a quote-unquote anti-cheat. So, yeah, I mean, he's doing it for content, but he's also doing it because...
But that's the good way to do it, right?
Behavior isn't doing anything about it, so it might as well make content out of it.
Exactly. And if you're, like, hunting down, like, those cheaters and you're trying to be the anti-cheat yourself to make it bearable for the other people you're playing with, like, hell yeah, good for you. I'm so down with that, because then you're actually, like, dealing with the cheating problem. But also, like, it shouldn't be the players and even the content creators, like, prerogative to beat the cheaters. It should be BHVR just getting a good anti-cheat.
Yeah.
What I'm more so pointing out is just, like, the creators who are just like, here's 5 games ahead with cheaters, and let's all poke fun at them, but also don't poke too much fun at them, because we don't want to be mean, but let's call them a loser, but don't call them too much of a loser. It's like, but why? Like, you're just, like, that to me just seems like you're encouraging more cheating. Sure, you're blurring names or whatever, but, like, that's what's getting you more content. And some people could even just go in the chat into the comments and just post, hey, I was the cheater in that match. That was really funny. Ha ha ha. And sure, they're going to get grilled to all high hell, but they're probably using, like, an alternative account that, like, they're not going to care about.
These days are, very intricate on how they do shit.
Like, they're probably using, like, a VPN and everything and maxing, so, like, somebody's going to be like, oh, let's look up this account and be a dick to them even more so. Oh, they're in Nepal. I get the feeling they're using a VPN. Well, yeah, duh. Like, we like to grill cheaters a lot, but, like, you have to have at least some brain in order to learn how to bypass said things. So,
yeah.
But, like, with what you're saying with Epidemi, like, that's a great way to deal with the cheaters, and that it should just motivate BHVR to make a better anti-cheat so that they don't have to do that.
Yeah. No, exactly. Like, yeah, Epidemi is definitely, like, in the sort of situation of, like, you know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade type of vibe. But I mean, like, that shouldn't be the case, problem.
Yeah, it absolutely shouldn't. Like, but also you can show that you can be absolutely certain that BHVR just doesn't care. There's times I see on Twitter where they're just like, hey, this person's, like, part of your, like, gold tier, whatever tiers of, like, your program, but they're being toxic and, like, complaining and stuff like that. Like, you should remove them. And it's like, they're not gonna care enough to remove people. They're not gonna care enough. Like, if somebody's being toxic in the game, they're gonna be like, well, that's part of our game. Gold star.
Especially
like,
as a business, like, because, like, you know, well, if they have to, you know, tackle that problem, then it's like a whole PR thing they have to go through, and they're like, instead of, like, actually facing it head on and having to deal with that headache, it's just not even acknowledged.
Yeah.
Type of vibe.
Like, there's one that, like,
Which is unfortunately just how a lot of these companies work these days.
yeah. There was one creator, I don't remember the specifics, but they're part of the creator program, and people were, like, making a bunch of Twitter posts and stuff about, like, how they really like kids, let's just say that. And there was, like, I remember, like, seeing on Twitter just while I was randomly doom scrolling, like, maybe 2 or 3 months of just constant posts, like, calling out the person. BHR didn't do anything about it. They didn't care.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the person's still, like, on the creator program. Like, cool, you're talking about it for a few months, but they're still not going to acknowledge it and not care about it, so... it's just one of those things. Like I don't think I could ever be in a creator program for anything. Like I feel like it'd be like Slate, where I'm like, I just play the game to like play the game my own way, whether it's to have fun, content, what have you. But like that's all I do. Because I remember when with Genshin, like I did have a legitimate chance of being in the Genshin like creator program. I know Blaze got in the creator program pretty quickly, but like I just didn't have any interest in it, and I was in the right there because that creator program was like the worst thing, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Like this might surprise people. Even if Nikkei had like a full-on like creator program, and like if they were just like, hey, if you want to make Nikkei content like twice a week, like we would have you on, I'd still say no. Even though I really, really like Nikkei and Shift Up, I'd probably still say no because it's just not for me.
Yeah, no, I'm also in this same sort of boat because, like, I mean, I'm not someone who is fond of working under an NDA and shit like that. And yeah, like, obviously being under these contracts would like restrict a lot of things.
And also, like, are you really making more money by being in that creator program?
No.
Like, you're probably just getting, like, you're giving the game more views, but you're not being paid.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting more exposure. Sure. Some people really like that,
yeah,
but... And you can say that's a correlation
also,
to... Oh, sorry, go.
Like, most likely losing, most of the time you'll end up losing viewership and stuff as well, just because, like, you're under a contract and people don't actually want to watch contractually obligated streamers.
Kind of a sellout is what you're trying to get at.
Yeah.
Once again, it's the same thing I said with like how Dead by Daylight works. You'd be under that contract, you're making that videos, and then the game either ends or the creator program ends. All those people gone. People who only watched, they didn't watch you, they watched you for the game that you're playing, and that's it.
Yep.
And that's like that's the big thing that like, people gotta realize at some point that people are watching because of you. They're not watching because of, like, sorry,
yeah,
they are probably watching you because of the game you're playing. They're not watching you because of you. But if you can succeed, if you want to succeed, you have to find the people who want to watch you because of you being you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yep. Yeah.
Because there's going to be people out there, that, you know, they'll do like their own, like, what just happened? I don't know how I didn't fall off the stage, but sure. You'll have people who like do like a bit, like we talked about like the streamer university stuff, where there's people who are like pranking each other, and it's just been like a one big shit show sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
But it's like you're getting your 15 minutes of fame by doing the whatever crazy shit that you're trying to do. But then after that, like, what are you? You're like probably nothing at that point. And even the people who are like trying to quote unquote learn from this streamer university, you know, are people really going to like stick by like after it's all said and done?
No, I mean, even to let the clip go, I mean, people are gonna just be around to just laugh at you because you're like, hey, look, the person who went to streaming university will now. Because, I mean, a lot of people look at the whole joke of being, no one's actually looking at it as like, oh, this is, you know, has actual meaning or whatever.
Like, I still am very much in the boat that there's no... You can learn how to be a streamer in terms of like learning how to talk more and like be more articulate with streams and how to handle the stream. But growth, good fucking luck.
Yeah.
Like even with the videos, like with like the highlights that we're planning on doing, the 100% stuff, like there's a bunch of ideas. I'm still making them even if they don't work out well because I want them to exist. I think that's the right way to look at it. Now, if I looked at it and was like, hey, Derpy, I need you to edit this 100% video, it has to make a minimum 100,000 views. Good luck.
Yeah.
You can't fucking control that. Like, you can make the best damn video you possibly could make. You can edit like your heart out. And it's still not like you don't know how many views it's going to make. I mean, you could make the weekly highlights. It can make 10 views. It could make 100. It could make 1,000,000. You don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's exactly what a lot of content creators have talked about. Like, you know, some of their most favorite videos have like been their least well performing videos ever.
Yep.
And that's just how it is. It's just like a lot of content creation just comes down to luck. Which, again, I was watching Epidemic stream the other day, and he was talking about like, you know, streaming and content creation is all luck. Like, and you've always got to have like a backup plan. Like, even he has a current backup plan of like if all the shit goes bad, like, you know, he's got engineering degree and stuff that he can go back to.
Yeah, like and that's with anything.
Go to if he needs to be.
Yeah, that's with anything. Like, you need to have a backup plan. Once again, like I'm blessed in the way, I very rarely use that word, but I'm going to use it here. I have so much random work experience that, let's say I become a full-time content creator, I do content like full-time, no other job for like 10 to 15 years or something, and then like I still am making content, but like the market's like crashed at that point and you just can't make money off of it anymore, right?
Yeah.
I'll still probably be making videos, I'll still be streaming or anything as long as it exists, but I have so much random other work experience that I could just go back to being a surgery scheduler if I really wanted to. Like, oh, I'm going back into the insurance field? Oh, you haven't, like, you've streamed for like 10 to 15 years, like, you haven't done like any other work, and it's like, nope, but this is like, I was successful, I made this, I did this, and I still reflected and I still looked up back on like my previous experience at other jobs, so I'm still a good fit. Like, you always got to have that backup plan, but you got to be in the moment. And there's a lot of people just don't seem to understand that. Once again, I am what you would consider a very small streamer, and I know that more than like probably 95% of the other freaking content creators out there.
Yeah.
There's another thing I remember seeing. It was actually when I woke up today, because like once again I just scroll through Twitter when I like wake up.
I also did the same.
There's I don't watch Ludwig at all, but like sometimes if it's like a tweet of his pops up, like, or about him pops up, like it'll just show up in my feed randomly. I don't know how the Twitter algorithm works, but whatever. I guess he hosts a thing called like the streamer games.
Yeah.
And there was a clip going viral about the fact that he like, well, if there's people who like last minute don't show up to the streamer games, like he's just never inviting them back. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But like, I'm thinking about it. I'm just like, okay, but now you probably have like a bunch of streamers who they could have been on the streamer games to like make themselves well known or something, but they took the path of, you know what? I don't think I want to be like that well known, or like not that well known, but like there's a possibility that I don't win the streamer games, or like however it fucking works, like that they don't do well. So maybe if I like bow out, I'll be known as the person who didn't show up to the streamer games last minute, but people are going to still check me out because they'll know my name now. Like, it's a very pessimistic way to like look at it, but I really think that's the case for some of these people that like didn't show up, like that canceled last minute. Because even though I don't watch Ludwig and don't really care too much for his content, it still sucks when you're like setting up an event and people like last minute no show. Like, that's really shitty. At the same time, like, once again, the pessimist part of my brain is just like, but like that would be a great opportunity to show off your skills once again, I know nothing, very little about this like streamer game thing. So for all I know, it's people like showing off the games that they're good at, or it could be like a full-blown competition. Who knows? If it's a full-blown competition, why not at least try? Because even if, let's say, you don't do well, like, you still are showing off your skills, and like people then would want to see like how good you're doing outside of that situation. And then if it's a situation of like it's just you playing through a game like to the best of your ability, you already know your skill in the game and that you are playing it to the best of your ability, so why not just take the chance and just show the world your skills? But I do think that people probably dropped out, not because like they like had other like things that they needed to do. I think they dropped out just because they wanted to get people interested as to why somebody would drop out and look up their name to get like that much more traffic without having to use their gameplay.
Yeah.
And it's just, once again, like people. Once again, this is just the pessimist brain part of my brain talking. A lot of small streamers, once again, go into this with the idea that they have to succeed, that like this is not a hobby, they need to make money. Pink Gold Peach, you're a jerk of the highest degree. Anyway, like you go into this as a hobby, and if it works, it works, but you still got to put in the effort. If you're thinking that you're going to make it big over a brief stint or like a brief mentioning of your name, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
But I feel like not many people realize that, so that's why you have people going out and trying to like be controversial or be like menace or just be stupid. But if people are talking about their names, they feel like they succeed. They get their 15 minutes of fame and they're just like, why am I not as big for like longer periods of time? People gotta put in the effort to be like this.
I feel like that needs to be like talked about more often, because like, you know, I mean, literally like recent cases over and over again show this success sort of thing.
The problem is big content creators aren't going to care. And to be fair to them, absolutely don't care about them at all. Like, don't give them the platform. Don't try to like talk about it more there. But like in the smaller streaming sphere, absolutely talk about it, because that way like people who are checking out the smaller streamers and wanting to see people grow know who maybe not to check out. Now, there's still like and I can't remember the thought experiment name again because that's Kit being Kit, but the idea of like the fact that if you keep talking about it, it's going to intrigue people to go check it out. You're still going to get that every now and again. But if like a small streamer is just like, hey, don't check this person out because like this is what's going on and they're just doing it for attention, I think more people would listen to you about the fact that they're doing it for attention than actually like hearing about it off the side being like, oh, let me look more into this. Yeah, and Blossy, that's exactly it. Like, it's good for promo briefly, but it's not going to send you to the big leagues, exactly as you said. But that's the problem, is that there's a lot of people that think that doing stuff like that is what's going to propel them, because they want to like skirt the algorithm and want to do it as easy as possible.
That was a weird finish. The last guy in the game just decided to run past all of us, and I just started shooting him as he just ran by me. I think it was a bot. I don't know how a bot fucking lived until the very end, but
Sure. Happens.
Usually they killed in the first 20 seconds.
Yeah, last part of the subject though, chat, is enjoy the creators that you want to enjoy and support who you want to support, both big and small. I'm always going to advocate for support for big and small streamers. Because even if like a big streamer is doing well that you think, you know, still support them because like they are doing what they enjoy and what they're passionate about. Small streamers, you know, you could absolutely say that there's more you can support there to like help them live out their dream if they want to be a full-time content creator. But like, it's up to you and who you like and who you enjoy. My preference is just don't give a platform to shitty people and people who are just being as dickheaded as possible.
Yeah, we need to start like learning to actually just not acknowledge people that are just being dickweeds. You know, your fucking Johnny Somalis, your fucking, I forget some of the names of the recent people, but just don't platform or just don't pay attention to people who just are trying to be an asshole for whatever reason. Because like majority of the time, if not every time, they're like just doing it just to try and gain your attention and gain your hate. It's just not worth it at the end of the day.
Correct.
I love coming into a room and not having a single weapon. My favorite thing, actually. Come down those stairs, I'm killing you.
I'm not gonna lie, I just heard out of the corner of my ear. I selected Wario and I thought he said Sig Hail.
Oh.
I was like, Wario. You can't say that on stream. The problem is people is like talking shit about said assholes and gets more traction. Yeah, and once again, it's just it's like an Ouroboros is what I would compare it to, where it's constant. Like people are going to give them a platform, they're going to get talked about, they're going to continue doing that, they're still going to get talked about because both are benefiting from it. It's like a weird like parasite like relationship. Is what it really feels like.
Yeah. I mean, again, as they say, you know, hate. I forget the exact term. Hate farms or something.
Yeah.
Hate sells. That's one.
And as a society, we're more attracted to negativity than we are with positivity. So.
Yeah. We always want to be involved with drama.
Which sucks.
It's so loud when I'm spectating. I look at a reasonable volume, and then when I start spectating my teammates, it's just like twice as loud. What are you guys?
Ow. I'm getting green shelled like crazy. Not a thing I was expecting. I am doing really bad right now. So I might change some things up. I might switch to doing 200cc before mirror mode. Because keep in mind, mirror mode, I have to do all the tracks, like, you know, flipped around. And that's going to mess me up with 200cc when I get to that, you know? I mean, it might mess me up. Actually, I'm not doing too bad, now that I think about it. Got another horn. That's hilarious. Mario, how the heck did you catch up so fast?
But if you put down your ult and everything, it's great. In a spot where I cannot move. the light. It's very.
You know, I think for mirror mode and maybe the rest, I might just do the overpowered car.
Oh, you're not. Never mind. I thought you were. Okay. You can help me. I thought you were the other character. Why the fuck do the two recent characters look like very similar to each other? What the hell? I die now. Thank you forever.
So, question for the Overwatch players. I mean, I don't think Overwatch is that bad, but I also don't play the game, so, you know, fair. What's with the... Is there a new, like, just Diva character that just got added or something?
It's pretty much Diva and Reinhardt. Like, she's like half the kit of Reinhardt, and then, like, pretty much plays exactly like Diva.
Is it, like,
I
just a
wanna play her,
completely
but
new character that's, like, based
it
off
is a
of
new
Diva?
character, yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's so story-wise, she's from the same squad, so that they have like a whole like mech gamer squad.
Okay.
And I think Diva like lost everyone from her previous squad or something. I can't remember exactly what happened to that, but let me see the thing. But yeah, she's basically one of the newer or older squad. I don't know the exact timeline.
Okay. She's a
But
teammate
they're basically just
of...
yeah, teammate.
Gotcha.
Let me see the thing there.
This is
Yeah, no, I
unfortunate.
mean, I'm very excited to see her play.
Like, I don't play Overwatch
she
at
looks
all. I
cool,
have no
but-
interest. I just
Yeah,
saw...
I saw the trailer just this morning, and I was like, it literally just looks like Reinhardt and Diva mixed into one.
I think that exact sentence also is what I saw on... whatever it's called. Twitter.
Cause yeah, like I think she even like gets like demonic like Diva does. So like when she dies, she comes out and there's like a little character that gets to shoot and trying to regain their mech.
I am nodding. I think y'all can tell that I am getting really tired for Mario Kart. Oh. Double red shelled? You're dickheads. Why are there so many? Mario, you're a dumbass. Mario hit themselves with a shell after they had 3 green shells and then ran into me. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? Okay. Daisy has been successfully murdered. Lightning has struck. Wait, why am I like
We found dead in Detroit.
I'm a death. 1800. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I thought that Shy Guy was Mario this entire time, and I was about to like add a whole monologue on like Wario defeating Mario in first place, being the true menace, only to find out it was a red Shy Guy. Oh, I had the whole monologue ready to go.
Oh, my camera just did a front flip.
Hi, Sparks. Get your ass in here.
Got some dangling your ducks by the feet.
Damn.
He thought Mario was Shy Guy?
Sorry, no. I thought Shy Guy was Mario.
I meant the other... You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm a little sleepy today.
I wonder why. So how's Taskmaster New Zealand?
Bruh, you think I was watching Taskmaster New Zealand? I was playing Nike. But, if I were to watch it, I'd probably be laughing my ass off at some of the unhinged shit.
Would you like to tell Derpy what you saw?
I
True
saw a guy
protagonist, Shy
licking
Guy.
dog shit.
Yeah, that checks out, unfortunately. That
He was
unfortunately
also
checks out.
bald and wearing
Yeah.
Crocs.
Yeah, it doesn't get more New Zealand than that.
Sparks is, of course, talking about Paul Ego, is, I believe, his name.
Oh, okay. It makes even more sense then. Okay, got it.
You know who that is?
Yep. Yep, no, that seems very much like him.
Task was to make the most.
The land shark jet pool.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be.
Damn it.
I don't know if that's out yet, but yeah.
It's
I
out.
see it's a thing.
What is happening over there in the big New Zealand? Sparks can tell you everything. He just can't say certain things on stream.
Not a lot. Not a lot is the problem. That's why you catch motherfuckers like that doing shit like that. Not much is going on.
You catch motherfuckers.
We have to find our own.
Finding the golf hole the right golf hole to put the golf ball in. They be digging their own holes and putting the ball in there.
Also threatening to shove a stick up somebody else's hole.
Oh,
there's a
true.
reason why
Somebody did.
we're called sheep hoppers.
The other Paul
Absolutely.
was not approving of that.
Oh, I sniped Shy Guy. Wow, Shy Guy. A freaking insane snipe that almost also got sniped. Why are you spending money on Nikkei?
Not Nikkei, Marvel Rivals. I'm about to be spending a ton of money for Marvel Rivals. There's gonna be another set of summer skins, which means more women are about to be in swimsuits. And
Yeah, Springly has 3 of his mains getting a swimsuit skin. So yeah, good
now
luck
there's
for
the
him.
Jeff Deadpool.
Let's just hope they're not gacha skins.
Oh my god, if they're gacha skins, I'm gonna cry.
I'm so over it at this point.
I'm so over
If a
it
single
too.
one of them, if a single one of them is a gacha skin, I might fucking. What the fuck? That's a name.
Hang on, I'll be. Give me just a second.
Oh my god, my mouse. Or my arm.
I don't have that yet.
What did you say you were gonna do if they were gacha skins, Derpy?
Oh.
Go all Justin Timberlake and cry me a river.
So I got distracted by a random name.
Baby Rosalina has bought a Mercedes. Velocity is horrified.
God damn it.
Velocity is horrified by the Mercedes brand ever since the story.
I want to get the Peter Parker skins.
I was convinced you were about to say Peter Pan.
Peter Pan? Nah, that guy's a douchebag. I don't like Peter Pan.
Marx just doesn't want to go to Neverland.
Behind us? What do you mean behind us?
Too old for Neverland anyway.
Waluigi's going to jail for selling Baby Rosalina a Mercedes.
That's valid. valid
No, you don't.
reason to go to prison.
You don't know the story of a Mercedes Waluigi.
What? Tell me then, bro.
This sounds so much worse now, considering the fact that it's Baby Rosalina. Waluigi doesn't accept money. Waluigi, count your days. So true.
Oh my god.
I mean, he did so he mostly sells to like Mario, Luigi, and Wario, but he doesn't accept any of their money.
Uh-huh.
He accepts other favors for giving them Mercedes.
Can't. You know that you shouldn't be implying that, right?
Well, unfortunately, that's what the joke was about 10 years ago, I would say.
Oh, God.
Now, the fact that Baby Rosalina is driving a Mercedes, Waluigi needs to be in jail immediately.
Yes. He needs
No.
to be in the basement for the rest of his life.
Go. Sorry,
No
Waluigi has now been committed to death row.
No. Death is too good for
Rain on
him.
this.
Lock him in a basement and keep him locked in there. Fucking tie him to a pole and leave him there.
I don't know, he might be into it.
Oh, true. You're right.
Can I ask for a retcon of
Strap
Waluigi
it-
to where he never
Strap him
sold?
to the floor with duct tape, lock the basement, and burn the key, and yeah. Put
Can I
like
get-
5,000 different booby traps.
Can I get a retcon for Waluigi? Where he no longer has ever sold Mercedes?
Unfortunately, it's
Unfortunately, that is impossible. Waluigi has now been destined to sell Mercedes for the rest of his life, and now he is currently living out an episode of Inside
It's
Number
funny.
9.
I had a weird dream that I woke up from because my mom called me to go fucking pick up my sister from school. And it was a dream. It was like a fighting game that doesn't exist. It was like Smash Bros, but different. I don't recall the
It was actually
specifics, but I
PlayStation
remember-
All-Stars.
But I remember Waluigi was in it. And that's
Well,
about
then-
it.
Well, then you very much know that that was a fake dream.
What do you mean fake dream? Huh? Explain.
Waluigi will never be in Smash. We already know this.
Oh, true. I forgot about that.
This... It's over.
I manifested the
It's
dreams of all the
over?
Waluigi fans.
I killed a Koopa.
want him in Smash
I don't know how I just did that,
Bros.
but I totally just punched Koopa into a pit. It's a baby.
How does one have a fake dream? I don't know, Bossy. Apparently, kids
Super shocked
dream
didn't try.
expert. I had a crazy dream last night. Debatable.
Debatable. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about why that never happened, Sparks. Sparks, you're watching way too much Taskmaster New Zealand. And now you're an Australian.
It got locked in.
You cut out so fiercely, Sparks, that I knew you were saying something. I just don't know what you were saying, so I just didn't say anything.
Ah. Fuck. Objection. I was there. The dream had nothing to do with that. Incredible.
How do you know that the dream had nothing to do with that? I just got hit by 2 green shells in the most insane of ways.
Incredible.
Objection, Your Honor, I was the dream.
Objection, Your Honor. He was not the dream.
Objection, Your Honor, this blue shell can please be a dream. I've been-
Your Honor, my client is fake dreaming.
Is my client a perfect man? No, I killed him, yeah. What? No! Did I fuck up, dude? Did I fuck up? You fucked up big time, buddy. Have you all seen that clip?
Your Honor, I don't care.
Have you seen that clip?
No.
It's from Game Changers,
Oh, wait.
from the Noise Boys.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the prompt is a defendant's comment during his lawyer's closing remarks fucks up the whole case or something like that. And you have Brendan Lee Mulligan doing like a 2-minute long like speech about like defending his client and if his client's like a perfect man. No. To which Zach Aoyama just casually is like, yeah, I killed him. Yeah. And then they like all burst into laughter and start panicking over the fact that they screwed up his case.
Incredible. Your Honor, my client, he
Your Honor, my client's
killed
gay.
him.
Objection.
Objection, my client isn't gay. He's bisexual.
I can't say my objection.
Your Honor, you weren't there, okay?
Your Honor, I can't tell if he's bisexual or gay. But I know I have a stiffy, so we need to get to the bottom of this.
Huh?
That one's a problem.
Just imagine,
Okay.
just imagine that the prosecution's just like, we need to see how
I'm just
good
imagining
his
him
blow.
just standing up, hands on the disc. Your Honor, I don't know about this, and you just see fucking his pants just cleans it up.
And he's like, we need to see how good his skills are. Depending on how good he is, we can determine if he's gay or bisexual. And then the judge is like, how does that determine anything? And he's just like, I don't know, but I need this. And then he got one more objection. Objection, I think we found
Your Honor, I
Gay.
can solve this problem. Get
Bossy
pictures
overruled.
of
I don't know if
women
that's
and
relevant.
men,
Or if
and
that's
then
relevant.
Have the client in his boxers.
Have the client in his boxers. We'll find out. We'll find out real quick. It shows you a picture of like an anime woman with just giant tits. Like nothing happens. Shows him a character from like Love and Deep Space with like a 16 pack abs, and it's just like it just grows. Your Honor, he's gay.
No, I saw him walk out with a girl in the Walmart bathroom.
Objection to the objection, Your Honor. That wasn't a lady. That was my Uncle Dan. He's really into RuPaul's Drag Race.
He killed somebody. What is happening?
Your Honor, I don't believe this. With all the Twitter fanboys that I've seen lately baiting people,
Your Honor, with
I
all
don't
due
believe it.
respect, I quit my job. Right here,
Defendant
right
just
now.
walks
I don't know
out.
if you've seen it once, kid.
Defendant lawyer just walks out. His client's just wearing boxers. The prosecution is erect, and the judge is at just. The entire crowd is just in
Prosecution
gag.
is like, Your Honor, I'm goodbye.
Sparks, you cut out again. I think if Sparks, if you have hardware acceleration on, you got to turn it off. It keeps cutting you out.
Yeah, there was like one was it one post
Turn
on
the
Twitter
shit
that I
off.
saw a while back where it was like
Well, no, Sparks no longer has a PNG.
yeah, it was like-
Oh, there's Sparks again. Hello, Sparks.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me tell you, I just said, Your Honor, I said the prosecution, God damn it, it's not gonna be good as the first time, but the prosecution says that, Your Honor, I'm going another way.
Oh my gosh. Also, Sparks saying it's not going to be good as the first time, and my immediate response was going to be, yeah, that sounds about right for sex.
Oh my god.
But tis.
I can't believe this guy.
So who's the mother of the Koopalings?
The judge is like, well, the prosecution and the defense are gone, so I guess I will come up with my verdict now.
Your Honor, can I go
The
home?
verdict is he is guilty of public indecency.
Hey, that charge wasn't on my. Oh. Your Honor, I understand. I don't want to be here anymore.
Your Honor.
Meanwhile, the kindergarten class who was there just to learn about politics, scarred for
The
life.
kindergarten class, who was the jury.
No, they're not the jury. They were there on a field trip because they're supposed to see a court case, and they were told that this one was supposed to be pretty cut and dry. Well, they got more than what they bargained for that field trip. Another lawsuit has now happened, this one time against the court. There's a blue shell after me. I needed that! No! Don't do it! Oh.
We didn't need that.
I'm doing this for Cube. I'm doing this for Cube. I did it. I got lightninged. I have 1 coin.
One coin to your name.
Our house. In the
No
middle of
coins.
another house. Now there's 2. And I'm sleeping on the roof. Blasi. Mama, I went to the courthouse today and I saw a naked man. I don't like politics anymore. Boom, politic crisis solved.
True. The one kid the one iPad kid who's there, the whole time.
No, he's actually just still
quiet.
there. He has no idea that the court's adjourned.
Yup. He has no idea the court's adjourned, and he's continuously saying 6-7 to this day, they say.
There's actually been a 3-week out police reports. He's been missing for that long. He's still just in the courthouse. They haven't been in the courthouse for a while, but he's just still on his iPad. Surprising that he's been there without a charger this entire time, but like that's fine. I got chomped.
The kid swallowed a bunch of batteries. It's okay.
He's going all Yanni Neko and like fishing them out with a rope. I don't know if you've seen that clip.
I don't think so, no.
It's from the Chain-Smoking Cat anime. I think it's just called Chainsmoker Cat, but I keep calling it Yanni Neko because I think that's the main character's name. Her sister comes to like take all of her cigarettes to try to get her to stop smoking, and she thought that she was like a little bit too harsh on her, so she comes back to like at least give her like a pack back just to like not be as douchey, I guess.
Nice dodge.
To which the when her sister opens the door, she sees like a bunch of drool and like a rope, and it looks like that Yanni's about to like do a very bad deed. To which no, she's just grabbing her secret pack that's fished down her stomach with a rope.
Wild.
Oh god, what happened to Link?
There's also another, I think it was like the most recent episode. I really want to watch that anime because it looks crazy. They introduced the cat girl who just has a ton of hair.
What did they do to Link? Yo, wait.
Hmm?
Well, Derby just sent me a Twitter post.
He's seen better days.
Do you have ibuprofen? I have a little headache.
Oh, Sparks, did I send you the Danganronpa 1 but done really fast video?
No.
That line I think is mentioned like word for word in it, where like when one of the victims gets their head bashed in, they're like still alive just long enough to be like, do you have any ibuprofen? I have a head.
That Link was me yesterday.
That's why I showed you Taskmaster New Zealand. I had to show you Derpleton's country.
Oh, that's a funny Twitter post. Fucking, let me share this. Alright, Drippy. I know you're not a Kingdom Hearts person, but this is pretty silly. Just Kingdom Hearts 2, you know the Axel fight with Roxas?
Roxas, yep.
And Axel's like, 2?
Two.
There's a post on Twitter where somebody like took like transparent images of the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Cons and made them Roxas's Keyblades kind of thing.
That's cool.
Well, not like actual Keyblades. They're just the Joy-Cons.
I lost right
And
at
I
the
guess-
last second.
And I guess they're memeing about it because it's just like this meme about to finally become a reality this October, lol. Cause all the Nintendo Switch 1 Kingdom Hearts games are going to Nintendo Switch 2.
Cool.
Yep. What's unfortunate is the Nintendo Switch 1 versions are getting delisted. So you can't play them anymore. Or they've been delisted, I don't know. I don't really care.
Now
I spent-
we're getting fucking goddamn injury recreations in Minecraft.
Oh. Kate, do you know, Cynical?
Say again?
The gamers joint, Cynical.
No.
He's a Kingdom Hearts dude. He posted something on Twitter. I watch him because he's silly, goofy. I think he's from New Zealand. If I remember.
All the funny people are from New Zealand.
Jesus.
He's very
Don't
funny.
even lie to yourself.
Hey, listen. Out of all of the different
I mean-
Taskmasters, Taskmaster
I mean,
New Zealand's like
he
the
fu-
best.
He shaved his eyebrows a while ago because Kingdom Hearts 4 wasn't announced on the Game Awards.
It's a big game.
It's fine.
So it was like,
Also, I want it to be known that I tried to queue for a lights out game to see if I could just try it out once.
yeah.
Couldn't get a game. I went to go queue to see if I could play just one game of Killer. 15-minute queue.
This is great. Tetsuya Nomura trying to figure out how to make the Kingdom Hearts Fortnite collab canon so that Sora really did save Jonesy and the island from falling to darkness between the events of Kingdom Hearts 3 and 4. And it's just a gif of Iron Man or Tony Stark like messing around with his holographic like blueprint shenanigans.
I think this is gonna be the last cup that I do, by the way, chat.
True.
Mostly because I gotta get ready for work. And then we'll be back tonight with some Copia that I didn't do yesterday.
I just fucking opened TikTok this one. Oh, I didn't fucking. Don't. I didn't mean to have the sound on. The gang's all here, and it's just a video of Sonic characters, and then the box has. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it has the box showing Sonic and Shadow kissing. I hate it. What is this? What is this? Who made this?
That's what we in the business call yaoi.
Yeah?
No, it's yao.
Yow.
Ouchie.
That's a coin. That's not a blood napper. I just might have thrown the race.
Flashlight saves in 1867. True. Derby, I'm gonna send you this fucking. He just walked. So wait, the lights out mode, you have fucking lanterns?
They give you windows of opportunity.
Yep.
That's stupid.
This
Dwight just walks up to the fucking doctor and he's like, I'm gonna save that guy. And then Tom oh my god.
Please no. Please no. Please no. Not again. No! Okay, we're good. We're good. Lots going meowy.
Me and bro arguing over something that could easily be solved with a Google search.
I think.
How dudes in 4th grade feel moving from fart jokes to racism. No. I'm not gonna read these out loud anymore.
I wonder if you should have read that out loud, Sparks.
I shouldn't have, but you know,
Yeah, it's
just a fucking, it's just a fucking video of Monsters Inc. I don't know, bro. Twitter is weird.
Welcome to Twitter.
Into my stream, apparently.
I'm sorry, chat.
Surgeon Strike gains 150
I
life
don't know,
steal.
what do I want to do for food today? I did go grocery shopping. But I also really kind of want McDonald's.
Mac Marbles.
Smackadee's ass. What?
Hmm?
I didn't say anything.
Good. I think Mother Strike can be better for the play.
I did this.
Okay, so she literally is Diva, but instead of getting a dinky little pistol, she gets a fucking machine gun. That's so funny. Also, apparently she's voiced by Lily Peachy, which I don't agree with that. At least from the intro trailer, it didn't sound like her at all. Sound like an actual Korean.
It's over, chat. Good time, chat. Please. Please. No! You gotta be kidding me! Not again! Morton, you bitch! Oh, fuck.
Sisyphus.
Morton got first place again, and I can't believe I just panicked yelled that he was a bitch. I don't have even any time to do another one. I have to get going if I want to get food. Fuck, dude. Morton ruined everything. Wow.
That is not Lily Peachy.
Not his ass, but like a quarter pounder with cheese with an apple pie. You have to lock in. Blossy. Blossy, I was locked in. I got blue shell to red shell at the end
On
again.
Dead Dog Saloon and saw a tumbleweed and ran because I thought it was Chucky's head. I mean, it did look like Chucky's head, so I can't.
I'm sorry. I cannot
Wait, do you have to
believe.
do...
What?
Oh no, I was
What
gonna say, do you have to do 50cc as well?
I've already done 50cc.
Or-
50cc is
How
done.
miserable was that?
100cc is done. Dude, I fell asleep during 50cc and 100cc on stream. Like,
Yeah, that
let
checks out.
let it be
Yeah.
known that like 50cc and 100cc, I was trying my best to stay awake and like chat and everything, but like I was falling asleep. And then 150cc was fine. 150cc was fine. I'm learning though that like I'm having more trouble with 150cc in mirror mode than I was with the 200cc races I've done. Because like
I think the game is just like, it's more so designed around that. Yeah, precisely.
well, okay, so I should explain though.
200cc where it's just like high speed fucking.
Well, what I
chaos.
should explain at least though is from 50cc all the way to mirror, I've just been randomizing everything. 200cc, I've been using the meta, which is the bitty buggy with the azure wheels and the whatever glider that I want to. And then with Baby Rosalina. Like, it's funny when you're playing 200cc, you get hit with a blue shell, and then immediately you're back to top speed on that machine. So like, I'm like super far ahead on everybody with like 200cc. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with that. I think it's really just the randomness of mirror, like with this like just random idea that we came up with. But like, frankly, listen, I've enjoyed like the random idea because it was like fun to play all like the different carts and everything from 50cc to 150. I'm at the point where I just kind of want to just beat this, you know? So I might just Baby Rosalina, the bitty buggy, the rest of this.
That's fair.
Like, it's one thing when you have to just do in 200cc and then we could be like, oh, this is funny. We could do all random carts and then learn how to play. Yay. But having to do the other three first, like, the only reason it's a slog to get through is because, like, I'm really just getting frustrated about the fact that, like, I really can't come back if I get blue shelled twice on 150cc in mirror. Heck, if 200cc we use that same, like, we use the same cart that we just did for the mirror mode, honestly, I think we would have been fine because we would have gotten back into the fray that faster. But
yeah,
this one's it's just rough considering the fact that I'm like just struggling with it because I can't get back into the race if I get hit. So I like to think that mirror mode is like, it says it's 150 and it's like reverse, but I get the feeling it's more like 125, I would say. But it feels like everyone else is 150cc. Like that's the best way I can really describe it. So I think what I'll do is, because we're going to be streaming this again tomorrow, for the rest of mirror mode in 200cc, I think I'm just going to continue to be Baby Rosalina with like the OP vehicle, just so we can get through it. I think we're kind of all done with seeing the same courses over and over again. So yeah, I like, because once again, we have to see every course 7 times minimum. 5 for the Grand Prix, and then I have to do 150cc and 200cc with the staff ghosts. So that's gonna be fun. Looking forward to that. And then we're gonna watch, after every single one of those races, we're watching how they did the fast one. Which actually, yeah, no, we can do that later, because I should go find some food. So I'm gonna go get food. We got Pocopia happen tonight, so we'll do some more Bubbly Basin fun stuff, and then get to learn more about friendship in the Withered Wastelands and Pocopia. Yeah. Thank you to Derps and Sparks for joining.
Yeah.
No problem.
Sparks, you go enjoy Taskmaster New Zealand.
Okay, but why would I need to enjoy Taskmaster New Zealand when I'm gonna hang out with a New Zealand person.
That way you both can watch it together and then get Ray to join.
Fair. The silence is deafening.
Yeah, sorry, my brain just stopped. But thank you guys so much for watching. See y'all later. Bye.